TPC and Toy Daddies. TPC and Toy Daddies.
Toy Daddies unite, let's celebrate. Top 10 photos that make us salivate. Through the camera's eye, see the stories told. Loving toys forever, young hearts bold. Bold, bold.
I have an action figure coming out.
Oh, that's why I was starting. Yep. Yep. Of course, in this world that we live in, the year of 2025, this guy gets another action figure that possibly looks like him, that is not CM Punk or Shipwreck or, General Caucasian with beard and hat, maybe.
It is very, very close. It is very close. Henrock, our boy, Henrock112, said it's in the nose, like with frostbite. Yes. So if you didn't know, there was a HasLab today announced for the G.I. Joe Classified line, and it is the Snowcat. And it honestly looks like a really solid offering. It comes in at $325. Looks like a lot of stuff, especially if the tiers get unlocked. You get a little campsite, which is awesome. And
I actually haven't looked at it. If we want to bring it up, do we want to just jump right in?
We could start there. As you guys see, it is a Superman night. I didn't wear my Superman shirt.
Oh, and I'm wearing the wrong hat for the night.
That's okay. We got all our Superman around, so we're going to do some posing up and discussing each of these offerings. We certainly don't have all of them that have come out in the last few years, but we have a lot. There's a lot.
Superman, would you say, is the third most recognizable superhero?
Well, that's what, I would say. I mean, that's why I laugh at myself when I say I'm very basic when it comes to like my top three superheroes. If they're typically the most popular, it's Spider-Man, Batman, and Superman.
In that order.
Pretty much.
For recognizability, globally, Spider-Man is the top.
Yeah. So, we're going to be talking all about Superman toys. We'll be posing some up tonight, going through, again, just like quick little feelings about each one and why we buy so many of certain characters like Superman. So we'll take that out. But if you want to, do you want to bring up the
I'll bring it up right now.
If you bring that up, we'll start saying hi to the best part of the stream, which is you guys all hanging out with us live. So thank you very much, chat, for being here as always. And we got Citizen of the Month of Yambonia. I didn't get to record today. I ended up
3 more hours until the memorial for Bat Force Grumps erects in Cambodia, in the halls of Eternia.
It's true. I ended up going with my family today to visit my mother-in-law. I had an option to stay home and crush a bunch of videos, but with San Diego, our trip coming up, I want to be with my family. I like being around my family. Imagine that.
Truth be told, something that we always talk about. Of course, the first part of our names is Toy, but the other part is Daddies. And honestly, everyone, if you have young kids, even if you have older kids, and you have an opportunity to hang out with them at any point, and it's that or toys, go with family. Honestly,
I know.
We always emphasize that, even though we talk about toys, we work with some companies, try to like spread good news about everything. The family is the most important thing, and the time that you have to spend with them today is
was great. Yeah, we got to swim in the pool, so it was a nice day. So I will record that. Tomorrow is going to be crummy. That was also factored into my decision. We're going to be probably stuck inside for the majority of the day, and my wife already knows I'm going to be. I was like, I need to clean up down here. I have to go through some toys. I have some video ideas, so I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff. So that'll drop tomorrow for my Citizens of Yambonia. But Grumps, thanks for being here, buddy.
Honestly, Grumps, I see that, you think I'm trying to kick you out of Yambonia so quick. You could also become a hero of the Laserverse. I'm just kidding.
There you go. No, it's true. The sister cities of the Laserverse and Yambonia.
Grumps, you could be electrified in the Laserverse.
I like that. We got Johnny in the house. Poses. Oh,
Johnny,
Superman pose off. What's up, man? Oh, we got Austin's Toy Photography. How you doing, buddy boy?
Austin.
We got Flashpoint Collector 66. He goes, oh, now you no longer be waiting for this. All right, all right.
Awesome.
I love that you guys were chit chat, because again, that's the whole thing. Like we do consider, you know, like again, our large friends, like all of our toy friends out there. But the fact that if at any point we can be a nucleus to bring other cool people together and get to know each other and talk, like that also means the world to us. So that's so great. We were like, wow, this chat's bubbling. And that's my fault again that we started a few minutes.
You know what? Funny enough, I only joined backstage like a minute before you joined. That's why I was scrambling. I was like, oh, where's my super people? Hey, throw the ass get on the stage.
By the way, Austin is absolutely right. Toy Father is not here this evening. We miss you, Chris. But he is on a boat. He is the boat father. You are correct, Flashpoint. We got a TPC and Toy Daddies. Let's see. Flashpoint's asking me how I'm doing. I'm doing great. Again, I was out in the sun today, and there's a new toy that looks like me, which Chewy's going to bring up in a second. So not mad at it.
I'm saying boo, boo.
Oh,
boo.
We got Mikey Toy Snaps, aka formerly known as Tricks Blast Creations. What's up, buddy?
It's good.
Let's see. Grumps, do not try this at home. Let's see. We got Highly Articulated in the house. What's going on, man?
What's up?
We got the Collecting Brothers. I got a face sculpt. It's the closest one. Classified has given me the most bearded white guys to claim. It started with Breaker, and then it went to Mutt from the Mutt Junkyard 2-pack. But Mutt as the guy, he was close.
We get.
And then Shipwreck. Shipwreck was the one that, like, when we were at Chris Con 2 years ago, that it was an all buy when we were hanging out with Machu in Walmart, and we were like, oh, all right, we're all gonna have this, and that's been the classified Yimbo. But yeah, as soon as Chewy gets this up, my goodness, Frostbite is something else.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm just waiting. Come on, some company make like a slightly like portly, roundish face Asian with a faux hawk, glasses, perhaps. I would die. It would be amazing.
Oh man, these things, it all come again. I make the joke. It's a joke. It's also, you know, something I'm not gonna take for granted either. But also, it says that I look a lot like a lot of people. But like I create, like if you've ever played any of the SmackDown Raw games or any wrestling game, I always say I'm like the Creator Wrestler 1 template. Like that's what I've always gone on.
Truthfully, I don't see it, I didn't see it until you were standing next to CM Punk. In view of CM Punk, I'm like, wow, he really does look like CM Punk. No joke. This is the truth.
It's true.
Also, one big shout out for Adam, Highly Articulated. He has a pod on Sundays, and the Collecting Brothers also have a pod that they air on the weekends as well.
Oh, very cool. Well, I knew Highly Articulated. I didn't realize the Collecting. My bad. The Flashpoint saying the blockies look great. Always. Those new Rivals ones. Are you kidding me? I'm assuming
blockies.
They don't. It doesn't even. Like, this is a Saint Seiya figure. Yeah. So, like, we knew that they could do action figures, like straight up action figures. But even the way, that's something else we can look at too before we get to Superman later.
Yeah. They have. Yeah, we can definitely look at it because they went for it. The sculpt, articulation looks like it's going to be the thing that we want. It's incredible. I saw a toe hinge on it.
Yeah, it has the SHF like thigh swivel. It's very cool. Mm-hmm. And you're right, Highly Articulated. Is it? How do you even say that? A bivuac? That's why I didn't say it, because I don't know how to say the word. That's why I did know it was called something.
Bivouac? Guacamole.
I don't know. Jamelin Parks. I know I don't look like anything like Lady J. That is correct. Vicious Soldiers in the house. Happy Monday.
That's good.
We got Arelis Delgado. Hello. I didn't grab my steel. I got steel. I might grab them. I have my Bluetooth headphones on, so
it's okay. When you do that,
I could be mobile.
I can talk over the HasLab while you go grab.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Flashpoint saying I'm going to be unboxing my Mafex Super. The solar suit, right?
You know, I keep looking at that. It looks really good.
Yep.
I forgot how much I like Black Suit Superman.
Well, the good news is we'll see at least the Mezco version back there. I got a couple Black Suit Supermans in there too. Let's see. Continuing. Take my back to the curb. Austin, no, dude, please, again, like we appreciate every single chatting here is fantastic. Comment like I appreciate, and I know Chewy does it again. Anyone taking time and energy to share something that like that's why I always say I'm not the fastest always to get back to comments, but I will get back to every single comment that I can, that I have the wherewithal to.
And that's my goal. I do my best. Yeah, there's a lot to juggle, so if I miss something, it's never intentional.
But it's always anyways, like
you can chat away as much as you want in there. We appreciate. We'd love to see it, and to even state what we were saying about community, it's the reason to be part of this hobby, toy collecting, toy photography. It's the community aspect. It's the best part. It's the part that makes it really worth pursuing. You can build up skills. You can collect all these cool pieces of plastic. But for me, and Yimbo, I know agrees. Make friendships and socialize, and that's the best part of this all. Finding your community, finding your people.
Yep. So true. And Arelis does say she agrees as well. You never get that time back with your kids. So true. Highly Posables in the house. I got to check out a part of their premiere.
You could check out any part of it. It was 4 hours. You could tune in all afternoon.
Oh, they went 4. I didn't realize
Mission
it went that long.
Imposable. I mean, they have a brand. They stay on, they chat, they have a good time. But yeah, today was their premiere episode of Mission Imposable. Featuring, of course, the regular, not all the people from Highly Posable, but add people like Ender's Shadow and Agent Variants.
Yes, sir. Let's see. Sorry if you got blasted by no. Again, please, like that really helps. So, and those are the things that like with our, yes, it's awesome. So
no worries. We have shorts on TBC too, if you want to see.
Yeah. We got Global Icon and National Treasure Diggs Fig. Speaking of Mission Imposable.
Highly Posable, right? Mission Imposable, all around nice guy. Honestly energetic in this community too.
Flashpoint was wondering if you were going to be joining later, like last night, but no, he's at 9:00. We're good. Machi Toyama was also living proof that the Clark Kent disguise can work in real life. That is also remarkably true. I wouldn't think that, but yeah, like we always find it so funny as Superman fans, but it really does change, like the subtlest things. Rival Spuddy looks amazing. Yep, we got Toy Rex in the house. What's going on, dude? I still have that 52 Superman. I know that you just did an unboxing, like, because when I unboxed here a couple weeks ago, and then I saw you did a real unboxing yours. Bivuac. Thank you. I appreciate the phonetic pronunciations always. I think we should do all these poses with the Spin Master Superman. You know what? That was one that I meant to grab.
I saw this in yours, so you can build your robot. The highly sought after, no name, and the engineer. Why doesn't she get a name? Why?
Spoilers. Let's just go with that.
Still, come on.
Bongo. We got Randall. Let's see, Randall Saavedra. Hello. Thank you for being here.
Welcome.
We got Sath Amateur Hour in the house.
Yeah,
again, Austin, appreciate you, buddy.
Absolutely.
And I'm still pronouncing it wrong. Bivuac.
Bivoac? Bevoac.
Bivuac. Man nipples.
Guacamole.
Sorry, I'm doing a collab with that 52 Superman. I don't know if I'm doing the photo. The photo will come at the end of the week. All right. Well, make sure you tag us in it, man. That's awesome. So, yeah, you're queuing up HasLab.
Yes, I can bring that up and take the people through it. So today, the Joes had a fan stream on YouTube, and they revealed the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snowcat Combat All-Terrain Vehicle with Farley Frostbite Seward's action figure. This is coming in at $325, rounding up from that penny. You have 45 days, 2 hours, 36 minutes, and 33 seconds to back this project. They're currently sitting at 4,836 backers, which is amazing. That is pretty quick, actually. Jeez, their first initial target is 8,000, so they're over halfway there. There are 3 tiers to unlock, and let's go take a look at it. So, of course, you see the Snowcat, a bunch of accessories, the missiles, storage. Oh, I love storage. And we're going to get a close-up of what I'm calling Snow Tube Yimbo. And so the first tier, is there better pictures here? All right, so here's the Snowcat. Looks pretty awesome. I know this lifts up. The inside lights up as well. For size measurements, it's 21 inches long, 10.85 inches in height, and 10.44 inches in width. Let's see. It has light ups. Oh, it can lift up like right here, which is pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
It has windshield wipers that work apparently. Does this work?
And it has an alternate, like frost covered windshield too, which is really great.
I love this light up dash. That's pretty amazing.
They just keep getting better. From the Hiss tank, it was serviceable. It was fun, it was really cool at the time. And then the Dragonfly, they went even harder. And yeah, that looks awesome as well. But hey, look at that.
Let's give the people what they want. Yimbo. Go sledding with Yimbo, an exclusive from HasLab.
And he's smiling. A smile. I love smiling action figures.
Ass Yimbo over here. I like that's a snow goggles with it too.
Yeah. Unlike that super weird looking Mafex deep head sculpt that we talked about last night, where he's smiling and it just looks off. This looks funny. Like natural. And
Machu sent me a picture of what it could look like of the deep. I'm like, no, doesn't look right. No, but this is awesome. Do you own a white suit like this? White snowsuit? I feel like
I can make that happen.
And then get this patch on the shoulder, and then go snow tubing.
Toy Father in our chats today was saying how this looks like basically a James Bond villain or a villain's lackey. It's me as a James Bond villain lackey, but I'll take it.
With this hat, with that hat, I think you're the villain.
Does the hat swap? I guess it's 2 separate head sculpts. I doubt the hats.
2 separate.
Yeah, I like both versions though. I have to get a hat that's just like that. I was gonna dig out. I have something close with the ear flaps, but not quite that. I'm gonna have to buy one in real life. I do have plenty of beanies though, so it's me. Very it's true. Winter me, man. It's winter me.
Look at this thermos. This is awesome.
I drink a lot of coffee. I bring big thermoses like that to work with me in the winter.
But back to the Snowcat itself. This looks pretty awesome. The turret, and then the storage for the missiles.
And I haven't backed it yet. I mean, like the fact that Frostbite is so uncannily close. Like, I know that sounds very silly to buy a whole HasLab for an action figure. But this, like, this is a cool collectible.
You can store drinks.
That's really neat.
This is really neat. I don't know why this was part of the
offer. It's a whole kitchenette. Look at that. The driver's side features slide-out kitchenette, food preparation services, additional beverage holders, and a compartment to store ice accessories. That's ridiculous.
I'm not familiar enough with the comic or the show. Was this a thing? Did they stop to like do dishes?
I guess so. No idea. But
either way, I love
there's that windshield.
That's pretty cool. All right, so the full offer is this. Do they tell you more? Okay, here you go. Tier 1. This is Lady J, special edition version of her. Tier 2 has this amazing camping set, which I think is a big selling point for me.
Not camping, bivouac.
Oh, sorry, bivouac.
The Maniple campsite. That's what we're gonna call it.
And the last tier being a new version of Flint with more.
Oh, look at the eggs and the coffee and the sausages.
European coffee and the coffee cup. Oh, this is so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I always kick myself that like I haven't done really much of anything with the Hiss tank ever since I got it. I turn the batteries on every once in a while. It sits up on the shelf. I think it's awesome. Um, I do plan on using it more. So this is like the idea of getting a big vehicle. I passed on the Rattler, but this one I kind of want. I kind of do want it. I want it. So yeah, I'm gonna make it happen. At this price, Shipwreck is my ammo. That works too. That works too. I dare you to cosplay this at SDCC. I gotta find a white
You're gonna
rompery
be
jumpsuit
sweating
then.
so bad.
This
But
is
you should.
true. This is true.
And then just came by the Hasbro booth all weekends.
By the way, highly plausible say that you were closer to the
Bivouac.
Bivouac. All right.
Or Bivouac.
Cincy John, are you two wearing the same clothes as last night? No, I'm wearing a Cooperstown. Just
no, I don't. I think it was a black shirt, like a black T-shirt. This is a Henley Cincy John.
like shiv you back.
Shiv you back. Biv you back.
Oh man.
Biv you back. Biv you back.
Okay. Man nipple. Solo Sitter, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. Like Biv like shiv. Oh, so Biv.
Biv ooh.
Ew ack. Bivouac.
Biv ooh ack. Bivouac.
Bivouac. Okay.
Bivouac.
What's up, Wayne? How you doing, bud? Austin, I'm trying to make a Batman 87 figure with my model figure. Any advice or tips? I'll star that. We'll come back to that, my man. What's in Yimbo's thermos? Just coffee. Just coffee.
What was the preferred type of coffee?
If I'm making it at home, it's just whatever medium roast to get the max caffeine. I remember that was like a thing I looked up at one point.
Yeah, breakfast blend's a thing. Light, it has more caffeine.
Yep. So yeah, typically that. If I'm treating myself, maybe a little shot of vanilla extract or a couple spud. But I don't know. Normally I just
dark roast, Italian, espresso.
I do like all coffees, cappuccinos, cappuccino. I like all the things. Solo Sitter saying it's not enough to you at this point. I have to get it. It's true. I did tag Emily. I'm waiting for her to respond to my joke about where my royalties are.
Blocked.
She's been on the show. I've been in her presence in person multiple times. If she doesn't know that I put a laughing emoji. Come on, she has to hear it in this voice. Clearly busting chops. But yeah, Macho, I think I will have to figure this out. I will have to figure this out. Wayne is also agreeing the thermos is awesome. We got Devin Steer. Happy Monday. We got, did I already do the Dig Fix? Yeah.
Yep.
Shipwreck is why you have a Toy Rex. I didn't really collect Joe, but I did a photo of Sergeant Slaughter last week while hiking. TPC collab with me on it over the weekend. Very nice. Great. Yimbo should cosplay CM Punk at Comic-Con. I told you, I'll if you want to hear that story again, I'll save it for our official, like when we get Chris, probably next week we could do it, but like an official, like, let's go through all of the reveals. Let's talk about our excitement. I mean, it's going to be probably every Monday from here until then. So I will revisit that story. I'll get the pictures ready with CM
Punk. Of course, you can get away with wearing the t-shirt, but I think if you're going to cosplay a CM Punk, you need to have the booties, like the booty shorts. Are you going to go pink?
I
feel like you have to. I feel like
t-shirt and underpants. T-shirt and underpants. That's that's the wrestling cosplay.
Yep.
KJ Smith rigged. Speaking of rigged and giveaways and KJ, I have I think 3 more subs to go. I only got so I got a little bit closer. 3 more subs to go till I hit that. I love you 3,000. And again, next live stream, whether it's Sunday or the following, we got Odious, we got Snake Man. And we got, at the very least, I'll do maybe a third. Well, definitely do a third of like a dealer's choice type of thing. So
how will you do the giveaway? Wheel? Do they have?
No, I'm gonna stick.
Quiz.
It's a specific thank you for YouTube, for everybody that hangs out with us on YouTube. So I'll just do the StreamYard, but I am gonna promote it. Like I'm gonna take a nice picture of the various things and So I have to do that tomorrow as well. So it will live on. I'll pin it and constantly remind people. So hopefully we'll get a nice little crowd next time we do it when it's ready to rock. Jay Sinner, I should wear a blazer and cosplay as Dan Larson. That would be good too. That would be good. What did I do? Oh, I did that out here where I wore my tweed jacket the one night, right?
Did you?
That was on a stream. Yeah, that was on a stream.
I think we're on episode 140. Technically, we stopped titling it, so it's harder to keep track. So it's been you could have definitely done it.
It was at some point. If this has live fails, it's your fault though. It's not gonna fail. It's not gonna fail. It's gonna be unlocked.
It's over halfway there. It's been like 9 hours.
Come on with this mug. Rel collects. Happy Monday, dude. We got Clintastic 4. What's up, man? Let's see. Our little talk with KJ and Wayne. Rare to have a smiling Joe. That's what I'm saying. All right. We have a wonderful top 10.
That's
so we
right.
could begin. Bam. Let's jump into it because then we have a lot of other fun toy stuff to go through, as well as these awesome pictures. So here we go. In 10th place, Mickey Drummer Wolf. My goodness. And here is the full blown. That is super rad. That is really awesome.
That's really cool. Great blending of a digital background. Great lighting. So you get that it's, I don't know how to describe it, the logical lighting where the lights are coming from the side of this environment. So you're getting that little bit of rim light on the arms.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
And you know what? Last night we had an awesome talk about getting, because you never know.
You got a little bit of a halo on the heads. Great job.
Yeah. But we were talking last night on the stream. Austin, was getting into toy photography. He's been doing a great job. But we were talking about dios, and we started going into our journeys a little bit. And again, one of the simple ways of getting going is using a digirama, like using a computer screen, tablet, a TV screen, whatever you have with an image. I know Jason B. Michael. Yeah, Jason B. Michael. I always get the Jason B's mixed up, but the Mezco Jason B. He uses he will like buy the licensing for stuff. Like he won't, he'll go and get people's work on Shutterfly and stuff. I've seen him talk about that before. You can also, again, pull from Google Images, I suppose. There's options if you want to go digital again as you are getting started and you don't want to. You have to budget. You can't grab every diorama right at once. So it is an option for you. It is an option. And yeah, as Wayne's saying, the lighting on the figure is incredible. Very cool. So congratulations to Mickey coming in 10th place. Again, I like to check those follower counts too, because we're going to always encourage you. Oh, I'm going to follow right now that, if anybody's new to you, give them a follow. That's what we like to do here. So boom. Now we go to number 9.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Rani Gami.
Thank you. Yep.
Rani Gami. That's how I'm gonna go with it.
I'm gonna try to get that full pick. Where is that? Maybe not.
I can start talking about it now, though.
Yeah, do it.
I love the depth because the Green Lantern set back. And gives that sense of distance, very, very comic book like. I love that Green Lantern. That's a great one. It looks like he's done some work to remove some of the joints on that Green Lantern, right? Like it looks almost like unless he's added a soft mid costume to him.
Yeah, that doesn't look like. You know what? I don't.
Either he's added it to the figure or he's removed it digitally, which is all perfectly well and done.
Yeah. I'm wondering if that's a McFarlane though, or if that's like a Mattel. That might be a Mattel one, man.
Oh, really? I just never thought it was McFarlane.
I think that might be, again, with the force perspective, again, like having them at different depths, getting to cover that up a little bit. the size differential. I want to say that's the Mattel. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but
Excellent.
yeah.
Excellent photo though. I love the hands as it's like reaching for the edges of the bubble.
Yeah. And here is the account. A lot of fun stuff, a lot of creativity. Oh man, that's another toy line, by the way, that's dropping. I pre-ordered the main 4 set. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. I'm not buying it myself, but I'm glad you did.
I pre-ordered it for now because it's super interesting, like a DC Sonic the Hedgehog crossover. I'm a little annoyed because I think her name is Abby, and she's Wonder Woman, but she was a solo. And by the time I decided to maybe I will pre-order it, she was sold out, but the 4-pack was still up.
Got
so
it. They probably underpacked her.
Yeah, I should have just did it all at once, or I'll cancel it all. But in the meantime, it gave me like the Looney Tunes DC crossover vibes from like our youth. I
Absolutely,
think of
I think it's
McDonald's toys. Yeah,
I think it's great that they made it and it's now available.
Yeah,
but with my year of, both of us, less stuff coming in, enjoy your toys. I knew that was one that I didn't necessarily need for myself, but I'm happy others will have it available and they can enjoy.
Yeah, and like I said, I my wife just made a comment about not getting some new stuff because my kids just had their birthday, and I was like, oh yeah, we have to go to Walmart tomorrow, and blah blah blah. I was like, well, Cam, and my wife's like, we have to stop. We have to stop. We have to stop bringing toys into this house.
You do.
Yeah, that's all right. All right. For the kids, though. For the kids. All right, here we go. We have in 8th place. We know this guy.
This guy.
He's on a boat, man. He's wearing a nautical themed pashmina Afghan. And this was his vacation post, kicking things off. He brought Max Spidey as his travel fig. So yeah, there we go. Gotta have those pocket figures when you travel, folks.
That's right.
I brought Max Hulk with me today.
That was your travel figure?
Yeah, well, it was just, it's an hour and a half in the car.
Might as well carry a brick with you too.
I had a book bag. It was an easy thing. I was just squeezing his chest in the car. That's all I was doing because my wife drives. So
like stress relieving, just squishing.
Posing.
Don't worry about me squishing my Hulk.
Squish. Always got to have a pocket figure. So yeah, we know this guy.
Hulk, though.
Very nice job, Toy Father, with the Bo-Katan in the back. I believe these were all from the airport.
I think, yeah, this is all day one.
Really nice lighting back there. Well done.
He'll be back next week, so people will, that have missed his presence this week and last week, he will be back.
That is.
He has not spun off.
No. We're good. He's loaded us up. Actually, I was gonna ask him. He's loaded up a lot of shorts. So I think we might have to start firing off maybe a couple a day now because he's done some good work. He's done some toy work. He did some toy homework. Not that we asked him to.
Nope.
But he's like, another one done, another one loaded. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot of Toy Father between now and next Monday. But well done, Christopher. And now we go to 7th place.
Oh,
Plastic Picks.
So good. Looks like SHF Mandalorian, if I'm correct there, judging by the knees and the elbows. And I love the lighting that is it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I love the lighting. It reminds me of one of the coolest elements of The Force Awakens. As much as it's divisive, of course, it's Star Wars. But I love that the concept of the Star Destroyer crash landing on a desert planet, and it's just decaying there. So people have entered it to scavenge for parts, and yeah, this looks like that. Like he's walking into a crashed ship.
Yeah, and definitely some sort of a real-esque pipe. You could tell that texturing, that is some real rust. That is some real properties. I think like a real thing put in front of what I would assume is then a digirama.
Some very nice lighting against the armor.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the elbows. It's definitely not a black series, so I think you're right with the You have more SHF in the Star Wars realm. I think it is, if I had to guess. Plus,
I
with
have
that,
2.
all right, two more than me.
I'm hot and chewy.
Two more than me. Austin was saying, thank you for the advice. I really take it seriously. Excellent, man. That's all we can do. All we're doing is sharing what we've learned from other people. Is that not the Mezco Green Lantern on that last picture? No, I still don't think it was. It has cloth over it. Did it really? Is it a smaller scale? That did look like a smaller scale going back. Let's see. Grumps. It looks like soft goods tunic over the McFarlane Classic Hal Jordan.
That's what I'm thinking.
That could be it. That could be it. See, yeah, or cloth goods over the DC icons. So either way, I think you guys are right with that Green Lantern shot. We got Toy Mirth in the house. What's going on, buddy boy? Of TPC, figuratively speaking. We have, I need that Sonic X the Flash. Yep. Let's see, Jamie Lynn on the Microwave King. Yeah, since I agreed, not the Mezco. Oh, and he was saying not icons. The boots didn't come up to a point. All right. Wayne, pocket figures. I love that, dude. Always. I have it in my little satchel. It's really a fanny pack, but always at least one. I try to match the figure to the trip. Nice. Most recently was Miles Morales in Puerto Rico. Excellent. That is the best way to do it. Again, one of my favorite people that did that, or at least favorite toy photos that we've talked about on here, was when one of our TPC community members went to Egypt and brought a Moon Knight. That was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Like, that was so great. We got NYC Figure Fanatic. What's going on, dude? Happy Monday. Cincy John says, I have a Mythic Legion swig that travels with me. We're currently chilling in a hotel. Very nice. Jamie Lynn, it also reminds me when they visit Mandalore in season 3. Very true. God, I love that show. And they're getting a movie. We're getting a movie, right?
Yep. Next year, Mandalorian and Grogu, which is not the best title for a movie, but we're getting it.
Maybe I can't wait. I can't wait.
We had a leaked trailer that was go around socials for a little bit, and it looked like a lot of fun.
All right. Well, I'm into it again. Mandalorian and Grogu in my Star Wars fandom has been my favorite thing that they've done since, the main trilogies. Wayne, I normally have Funko Minis with me for the pockets. Never knew anyone else did that. Oh yeah, this has been, yes. Again, we always like to say when you're here with us, you found your people. So you're not alone ever.
When I
never
travel
alone.
to Disney now, I usually have some Funko Minis to just open up and enjoy there.
Yeah.
Because the hidden secret with Disney World is that they don't have a lot of toys that I'm really, a collector would be interested in.
Yes, Unparalleled Universe was at Disneyland. He posted like an abominable snowman, like
it's a sipper. Yeah, they call them sippers.
Sippers, my bad. All right. But this is Scott. So Scott is Plastic Picks. Again, follow if give him a follow. Drop some likes and comments on all of these photos that you see. These are really well done. Very cool stuff. And now, guys, we go. Ooh, I see a Superman 6th place with Kai Cooper 87. Oh, yeah. Lost in the 80s.
Very cool.
Let me see if I can get that big version queued up. Oh, there it is. So very nice. Look at that. Look at that. Speaking of great lighting and rim lighting, all sorts of stuff. You get the explosions and the flames all coming from behind, lighting up the right side.
Mm-hmm.
I love that blue over the top with, just a lot of nice focus there, but like a subtle blurring all around. It's very nice.
It's very cool. Nicely posed.
What head is he holding? It's like a bearded Batman head.
It was the Batman medal, one of those ones.
Yeah, that's rad.
Oof. I don't know. Very cool though.
That is gnarly. We've had Kai on here before. Again, great account, great pictures. Look at this stuff. Oof. Oh, there's another figure that looks like me. Just you can't tell because he's wearing a gas mask. Yeah, he's got a very definitive style, Kai. But there
Yes,
he
very
is.
much.
Excellent stuff. I cannot wait, for the record, for this Storm Collectibles figure. Again, Big Bad is sitting on my Street Fighters, man. They haven't added them to my pile yet. I got the 2 Storm Collectibles coming. I'm still waiting on Sagat and Blanca.
Scott and Blanca for Jada, right?
Yeah. So I have
for Storm, it's just Ryu, Ken, and Sagat, right?
Yeah, right now I just did Ken and Ryu. I think it's Ryu.
I say Ryu.
I mean, I grew up saying Ryu. It's like the Mafex thing. And then so now I try to be proper with Ryu. I don't know.
Amazing. I can say what I want.
All right.
Screw it.
Highly posable. I use a custom Cousin Eddie with some 3A closes my travel fig. He's always up for
Very
it.
cool.
That's a great and ballsy with the Mezco. Like, again, that's why I love, McFarlane and Legends. You can just throw in a bag and not worry about them. I do have my Tupperware or like my peppermint bark. That's how I usually store my Mezco and Mafex figures. But yeah, that's a great travel fig. Maybe that'll get me to use my Rumble guys a little bit more. Flashpoint saying Star Wars coming back to cinemas finally. Also, Spider-Man movies. The Raimi trilogy is going to be back in theaters at some point in the next few months.
And I think in August, Ninja Turtles as well.
I mean, hey, I'll go watch those. I'll bring my kids.
Yeah. He won't go see the latest Thunderbolts, but he'll go see a movie he's seen a couple dozen times. Makes sense.
Well, I could bring my kids. I couldn't. I think I could bring them to. Jamie Lynn said, "I think the head is the Devastator." Oh, okay.
Cool.
Dark, that's Metal Doomsday. Thank you. See, Jamie Lynn, my man. Thank you. I appreciate you.
The horns threw me.
Yeah. Oh boy. Coming in at number 5, Toy Mirth. We got Toy Mirth in the house. Not only is he here, which is awesome, but my goodness, gets to grace us with his photography. And again, you could check him out every day on IG. He is spectacular. God, he did his great work with the Hulk. Those bullet effects that you can pick up, those are excellent. Those are from customizers. But yeah, he does some of the best, just again, superheroes chilling. He's always done great stuff with he's had a, like how I have a Josh Brown Customs unpainted May. I did you ever paint that up, or did he pick that up on Etsy? I forget, but he had a Mayday figure long before any of us did. So he's been rocking Peter B, doing dad things for a long time. But yeah, now he's killing it with this SHF stuff. And like you could just see it right here. Beautiful work. And I'm so pumped because I was talking about it last night. It's framed up, but I have he had given me a print at one of the last Toy Cons.
Oh, that's
and I got it a frame, and it's of Peter B and Mayday. It's like another one that he did where it's like a close up. It's just amazing. They're on the floor. It's like just such good dad vibes. So well done. As Vicious sold it. Look at this. Oh, a little heart. And that's cute. It is. It's adorable. So be sure to give Anthony a follow. Check out his stuff. Again, spectacular photographer. So well done. And now, folks, we move on to a little brutality at number 4 with Big Manny Fresh.
Big Manny Fresh. It's been a while.
Big Manny Fresh. Yes. Again, big fan of his work and always does excellent stuff with Deadpool. And yeah, this is with the Marvel Selects Ragnarok Hulk. I have that figure. It's a
Gladiator Hulk.
Gladiator Hulk. Well, yeah, it's Gladiator Hulk.
Yeah.
It's again, big boy figure. And Wade's not going to walk away from this one.
No.
I mean, he will eventually, but
very cool shot though. I do like the bokeh. And it looks like he may pose up these figures on a patio furniture table.
Yeah,
love that.
And again, Austin, I feel like I'm going to keep talking to you, buddy, but you were leading that conversation last night But it's, again, the majority of us started out just finding spots to take pictures. And again, if you can get some good bokeh, like it's easier to get a crisp bokeh, which sounds weird, but I shot with my iPhone, and I still take all of my story posts are done with my phone. I've done regular posts too with my phone, but the
I've used my
bokeh,
camera, my actual camera. I've used less and less as time has progressed. It's really
I
just for the straight
when I,
photos when I have like a
yeah,
setup using like a diorama and I have the full kit going.
right. When I'm trying to, again, flex whatever skills I've learned in the photography range. Like it's my favorite stuff to do when I'm home, is to really sit down, set up a whole scene, get the camera, get the lighting, learn, going back and forth with you guys when Machi was giving me lighting tips was awesome. So like those are the moments that I love. So Manny probably used his camera for this, because again, I always found that portrait mode doesn't do it justice. You do have to just kind of bring the camera in and get a natural bokeh and make sure you have depth, like something like this. It's easy to, everything just kind of falls into the blur. But yeah, again, the point being, great pose is a great pose. It doesn't really matter where you set it up.
And
So,
ultimately something that, people like Mitchell Wu has always described as being the proponent, like the main priority of any photo, as you level up, is the story. Are you conveying a clear visual story in what you're doing?
yeah.
And in this case, yeah, the mix of that, lighting, pose, like all of that mixed together, even if it's simplistic, it's it's what needs to happen in that photo, and it should be the priority, not the equipment. It's the story.
Right. So well done, Big Manny. So great to have you in the top 10, buddy. And now we will go to, speaking of Street Fighter, number 3, Toy Fighter Turbo.
Nice. This is cool. Love the, the light, the lighting makes sense. They are taking that digital background, the digiorama, and they're exposing, lighting that would fit this environment. So it's a very nice touch.
So these are both from Storm. So this is the
Look
full...
at the toe. Jeez. Big feet on this guy.
Yeah. So here's the full-blown fight between the two. Love this. Oh, God, Sagat is enormous. That's awesome. Oh. So rad. So rad. So there you go. Joe Higashi versus Sagat. What is he from? Where's Joe from?
I don't know. I thought he was in Street Fighter, but
no, I don't believe so. Fact check me on that one. I after Street Fighter 2, some of my knowledge starts falling. That's why I'm all into the Jada stuff, because it hits everything. Or is it like, is he a Tekken guy? Is he a Tekken guy? Because he's got this Tekken set up here too.
Oh, Solo Sinner with the win.
See, Tekken. All right.
Nope. Fatal Fury.
No? Fatal Fury. Okay. And see, look at this.
Oh, maybe it's not even the digital back. Maybe the one we saw wasn't even the digital background. Maybe it was just a paper background.
Well, and again, Austin. Again, I'm going to talking to you, but this is for everybody that's still just starting out.
Austin, come here.
But what are the big how we all got started into like dios was with Diorama Prints, and that's a company we've had Rachel on here to talk to multiple times.
She's still going.
And yeah, the new wave just dropped, but those are also really affordable ways to get going. Like might be able to get like 3 different unique rooms for $30-something, somewhere in that ballpark. But anyway, and they're great for this type of stuff because, again, you don't necessarily need all of the props. And I mean, I love the props, but I've collected them over 5 years. So it takes a while to build up this stock. But John, congratulations, man, on coming in 3rd place. And now we move on to number 2, Capwolf Photos.
Good job, Capwolf. Holy, look at this. This is the Mezco indie, right? and this is that alligator from Joe's.
Yes. Again, Hasbro making the best animals out there. The most affordable. Like, I know that there's other third-party companies, there's other animals things, but the most affordable and the best articulated that I've had are from Hasbro. From the either G.I. Joes or Zabu. Now that I have Zabu back. But Cap Wolf is, again, a tremendous follow. As part of a whip collab.
Ooh, kinky. Very cool. Again, outdoors. You know, again, Austin, come here. Outdoors. He gives it a lot of good texture, a lot of great lighting opportunities when you're outdoors because it's a natural setting. You don't have to like make up something. You know, it makes a lot of logical environmental sense when you're outside already.
Yeah, and I'm sliding this over so you can really see the ground because that's, again, going back to something Mitchell Wu would remind us of. Look at how he cleared out all of the full-size leaves. That's obviously manhandled. What?
Jamie, you know Machi doesn't like inspiration.
I knew it was Fiona.
I don't Joe, people. I'm getting Snow Tube Bimbo, and then I pick up the Asians. Give me a break.
But yeah, awesome. So there you go, man. See how he cleared out. That's definitely with his head. He cleared out the leaves so that this way, when I go back to that first one, everything is at the scale of those toys.
And
this is a really
is probably atmosphere aerosol. Or a fog machine, but I think it's atmosphere aerosol for this because it looks very smooth and subtle. You know, it does. You can get that with the fog machine too, but I think it's easier with the atmosphere aerosol because it's a much more fine spray.
True. And then the other thing I wanted to point out with it's very creative in Cap Wolf's idea here. This is the Mezco, so you're getting all of that texture of the soft goods and pleather jacket and everything. But that is the Indiana Jones Hasbro coiled whip.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that, like, because he came with both versions, and that's such a brilliant idea. Instead of trying to coil up the Mezco version, you know what I mean? Like,
and that will snap. Don't coil.
Right.
Careful.
So brilliant call all the way around. So well done, Cap Wolf photos. And now we come to the top spot from this last Friday's top 10. First place, Paul Brown 12.
Paul Brown. Oh, friends of the show. We've seen his work often. And for reasons like this, they're just spectacular, stunning. We talk about story. We already spoke about that, and this tells a very definitive story of what's happening. It's a classic battle between Hulk versus Wolverine, and you know, I usually say I think it was it's the one with the 80s in his name. Oh, I forget his name. I feel bad, but he has a Hulk versus Wolverine shot, and I said I'm voting for Team Wolverine. But I don't think Wolverine's ever won a battle against the Hulk. I think he always loses. Even Ultimate Wolverine. Remember how his battle ended up? He was torn in half.
Yeah.
So,
by the way,
battle, he's definitely gonna lose again.
I don't know. So this is first of all, he has the Matumaro custom Hulk with Besley Studios, which again is still the best Hulk. I mean, I love Maximum Hulk. I love Maximum Hulk, and as I was playing with him in the car today, the fact that people were trying to get other people upset about it is so dumb because it's a great figure. It's a lot of fun. You have it now, you get it. It's a joy. It's a great figure.
Time. Yeah. I think my two best Hulks are probably going to be SH Figueroa Hulk.
Yeah.
From Avengers and Max Hulk. And I'll just say Max Hulk has the better size and playability.
Yeah. Like there's things you're going to run into. He won't be able to get all the articulation. My point being, out of like not a custom or third party, those are the two best ones. This one, the Matumaro, is the best Hulk that you can currently buy. And I know we've talked many times about 6-inch plus. That's getting closer and closer. When that does drop as a mass-produced Hulk, I'll be all over that. Again, third party, but
Oh yeah.
you could, I mean, like, so shout out to Montemaro. Shout out to Paul Brown for this awesome, awesome photo. And do you notice that's the Bratz car?
It is. I noticed that.
And look at what he did. Like, I don't know if that's digital or if he really beat it up.
Whether
He may have, yeah. Like, look at the
maybe
rust
a little
in
paint thinner to make the paint texture bubble a little bit.
That's really rad, and also very creative. Again, I love the creativity of our community.
Also,
like...
the name of the person I was saying, and I forgot his name. It's Figuring Things Out 84. He's the one that recently posted the Hulk vs. Wolverine shot that I was referring to.
Okay.
Oh, okay, digital.
See, oh wow, but then still with
a little bit of weather.
A little bit of scuffing up there. Oh, so threw some dirt on it.
Very cool. Held up by
I love
Machine
Paul. Thank you for
this. Is actually a cool shot too. If you want to shoot it from this angle,
yeah. And
very
again,
cool. Well deserving
like
the top spot.
Yep. We like to use our flight stands from 796 Studios, but there's also plenty of people that I've seen that use like a thicker gauge wire and do stuff like this, like puncturing it directly into diorama flooring. Presumably that you once was pink or green foam, insulation foam.
True.
Yeah, it's a lot of tangible. Look at that. Those are a lot of real rocks. So probably maybe a self-carved out kind of broken down building facade.
I would assume so, yeah.
And then definitely created that floor, carved some nice damage, real rocks over here. It's a heck of a setup. Great final image too. My goodness.
Sharp.
So bam.
And again, with visual storytelling, the two sides where Hulk has that little bit of smoke coming out from behind him, Wolverine has the sparks. Fantastic job.
Yeah. So well done, everybody. There was our top 10. Paul Brown, congratulations, dude. And yes, highly posable. Loving that BTS unboxing art. How you doing, brother? It is an insane photo. I agree. Machu allows Jamie Lynn to call us fools. That is fine. That's allowed. Highly possible. Hulk helping Wolverine with car stuff. What a pal. Vicious Soldier, as it should be. Wolverine should never beat the Hulk. Wayne, wow, it looks so amazing. So much going on, wonderfully put together. Apper Toy, this is an awesome shot. Are the sparks practical or edited in? I would assume if we do bring that back up real quick.
I feel like it's edited.
Yeah, that was probably.
I mean, if he did
post-production.
And it's near Mezco, good on him.
Yeah, I would assume post-production.
And then
you can find some I was going to say some PNG files.
True. Just overlay. Undead Werewolf Gene. I also am getting the In-Art Batman, me and Toy Father, and that possibly shipped. So we'll see it in a week or two.
That's awesome. It does look. I saw Kit Bash Customs got his in hands. It started that kick of FOMO again, and again, I love those movies. I love those films. I love those Nolan Batman films. That head sculpt is so insane. That is a mini Hot Toy head sculpt, if not better. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Again, trying to be good. I know.
Just buy it.
As Jamie Lynn says, that is an excellent top 3. Congrats to everyone from Austin. Jason, I'll keep trying. Someday I'll land a spot in the top 20. Dude, it is tough out there on those streets, those TPC streets. Trust me, I've been on the top 10 once. And I've had stuff featured. Oh man. So jealous. Oh, waiting for mine. Okay. Machu, I feel no FOMO from In-Art. Don't be weak. All right. Fine.
Well,
stiff in my upper back.
Machu just has feelings, but whatever.
Too small for the
this one's too small, but like that, everyone not saying Cyclops is too small. I see how it is.
Jukebox Hero, what's up, man? So, guys, we talked HasLab. That was big news today. Topical. Last night we talked about the figure arts. By the way, I'm so happy. It makes me laugh because like for anybody that hung out with us or caught the replay, like as we put together during the chat, the Shooter McGavin from Happy Gilmore, that was like all of the memes that I saw today on Instagram. Not that I'm not taking us credit for it. It was very parallel thinking in the community.
It's such a shared thought. And immediate, like as soon as we left the stream, I saw Cody, Too Much New Toys, did the same things, like Shooter McGavin. And everyone had the same thought. And
yeah,
that just shows how iconic Happy Gilmore was.
I know. There's a sequel coming out soon.
Yeah, it comes out in a week or two.
Is that a Netflix one? Was that still part of Sandler's?
Cody was asking me, like, if Shooter is Superman, what would be a fitting character, satirical, obviously, character we could put Adam Sandler as? And I said Green Arrow. Because then you could have all the trick arrows and be very quippy that way. And then you get Julie Bowen as a Black Canary.
That'd be interesting. All right.
Yeah.
I don't.
I just hope that's next.
Sandler might.
Sure. In the world where you bought Sonic as the Flash, you can buy Adam Sandler as Green Arrow.
Fair. All right. Let's see. Again, Austin, no problem, man. That's what we're here for. And I got one of these though. Oh, the Jay Sitter.
Oh, the Jay Sitter head. Yeah.
Which StreamYard still doesn't give us the ability to show off, but you guys can see it out there in the chat. Cincy John, I can't even get the TP Secret to look at my direction. What are you talking about?
What? Hold on.
Cincy. Are you going to pull it up right now? Is Cincy John going to be the spotlight account real quick? Joe was definitely a highlight. Jamie, what about the Kryptonite Seeker on 5K? Anybody getting him? He looks also truly amazing.
Which one's Kryptonite Seeker? Is that Nightmare Batman?
It's the Nightmare Batman, yeah. So if I move around some of my Subway guys here.
I'm looking over here now. Hold on. Let's spotlight him. Cincy John's account. Currently sitting at 243 followers. Please give the... Oh, actually, you know what? I'll just copy and paste this into the chat. People give him some attention, please. Looks like a very fun account. Let's go in and like some stuff. Ooh, look at the atmosphere on this one.
Love that smoke.
It's very cool. I love the color in the smoke. Ooh, telling a story too. Oh, she's up to something. She's up to no good. But very cool. I didn't realize how big into Mythic you were.
Oh, Cincy John. Yeah, big Mythic.
Yeah. I love the vibe and the sense of words are escaping me. I'm so sorry. Today was a busy day at work. But I love these up close photos, really showing off some personality. And here's that swig you were talking about that you take traveling. Very
nice.
Cool. Very cool stuff. Ooh, an Indiana Jones. Very sharp photos. Love it. Great work. Keep it up.
All right. See, Cincy John, you didn't have to make the top 10. You're good.
I mean, I can't get you in the top 10, but we can definitely talk about your stuff here.
on the show that discusses the top 10.
And just so you know, we don't know if it gets selected, but I just nominated one of your photos as well.
Hey, look at that.
It was the one with the smoke. I love it. Typical.
Oh,
play to your,
John, stop it. No.
Play to your audience. Smoke.
No, those photos are rad, dude. Come on now. So again, that's why we're here. We're here, and that was the whole purpose of the Toy Pick community, to have a place where we all come together, we celebrate each other's photos, and literally the person that runs the IG page, his whole intent is to help the entire community continue to grow. We are Banksy as toy photographers. All right. We're not handpicked guys. We are toy photographers with dios. We're making works of art.
Hey, wait, hold on. Nothing wrong with handpicks, people.
No, yeah, I'm not knocking it. I'm saying, but what we do here is different than other types of collecting type photos. Hand photos are fine. I'm a fan of all toy photos, to be honest. But the Toy Pick community's purpose is to help us all continue to grow. So that's what we're here for. All right. So not pity, celebration. That's what we do.
That's right.
So Jamie Lynn, getting back to your question about Kryptonite Seeker, it looks amazing. I've seen rave reviews of it. It's Muff Toys, and I am out on buying more Snyderverse stuff. So, I can't do it.
I've successfully avoided all Snyderverse.
I have this 3-pack. So I'm going to kick things off with this guy. He's the one set of accessories I'd have to get up and grab again, but you can find this 3-pack for like not next to nothing.
It's still over $100, but you can find it for a good bargain.
I paid $260 for it. I bought it at retail when it came out. I had pre-ordered it. I was super excited. 3 Mezcos, and it's going to be less than $100 each. This is awesome. And then it turns out that, again, Superman, this figure is really awesome. I think the sculpts are great. This is just one of them. I wish I could show you the others. He has one with the laser eyes, the heat vision. So, and the Batman is awesome too. I'm a big fan of my Batfleck figure from that set. It's the Ezra. I could not care any less for that toy. And the only good thing that I was able to salvage was his lightning effects. So, yeah, that's about it. But the fact that you could get that for less than half of the retail cost now, it's for 2 really good Mezcos, the Cavill. So if you're into Snyderverse stuff, I do recommend these 2. But these are all I need in terms of fancy figures. So from the Snyderverse, any more Snyderverse stuff. So the Kryptonite Seeker looks great. I applaud everybody that picked it up. I hope you guys enjoy. And I'm just enjoying photos of it.
I agree. I think the head sculpt on Ben Affleck, Batfleck, you'll get the best one with that Kryptonite Seeker.
Oh, it's better. And in that, yeah, I have the unmasked one from the Mezco Batman, and it's
like we talk about hot toy quality. That one is close.
The Muff Toys is as close to you as you'll get to a Ben Affleck. Like the Mezco one, every once in a while, some of them absolutely spot on. Others, like based on real people, just like all these companies, could be a little bit off. Like that Ben Affleck one is just a little. It's not what I was hoping for. But it is Superman time. Cincy John is at the Toy Block Subway. It is. This has been my secondary, because I still have my arcade back over here set up with Blocky's guys taking it over. But yeah, this is what we're going to use tonight to showcase these guys. All the Supermen. So yeah, I do really like this one quite a bit. The thing that drives me nuts here is I want to say I could probably pop these ankles off. I think they all have the ball peg Mezco. So the thing that always kind of bothered me, and I think I could probably fix it, I just never used him enough to care to like ask Machu, because that's my go-to guy.
When in doubt.
It is starting to loosen up a little bit. Yeah. So I couldn't get the feet totally angled down. This one is having a little bit more trouble. I think it just has to do with the way the texturing kind of catches it, but this one's slowly starting to work its way back up there. So I could always trim, I guess. It's just coated in it just catches. Yeah, so his feet, I'm getting this one down. That one's down further than it's ever been. There we go. But this one's still stuck. See?
But
I think it is a ball peg.
I started playing with SCCC Casey Jones, and that's a figure I had not spent enough time on. And it was the other night I was working the shoes, the legs, the abdomen, the upper and lower, and I actually got in a good position. I was like, wow, this is a really good figure. It's only been almost a year.
And that's why we keep saying, as cool as things are, it's okay to not get everything, because you probably have. I mean, if you've been doing this as long as we have, a lot of cool toys. Like, this is probably more than I've messed with this guy already. But I will say the cape, this is during this little tiny phase when Mezco got not great with their cape. Their cape stuff like was always awesome. Well, let me go back. Some of my early Batman figures didn't have any wires whatsoever. Then they got into wired capes, and some of them are fantastic. And then there was this little stretch where they just were not great. It's like this little fine, thin, flat wire, and it just doesn't really hold much of anything.
I'm with you. These non-wired capes are really disappointing when we live in a world where there are wires. There's such thing as metal.
Yeah, well, like that's what I mean. It's like a very flat, like so ends. There's no wiring at the bottom, so you can get some cool stuff. It is holding up a little bit more than I kind of thought it was going to, but now see, eventually it doesn't hold. But this is all I need for my Cavill. As my Cavill, I did have a McFarlane at one point, but I think I sold him because that face sculpt did not look great.
Oh,
but
that's true. I have quite a few Snyder and McFarlane, like the Batman armor one, regular Batman, couple Superman from that era.
yeah, I ended up I had the whole Justice League at one point in McFarlane of the Snyder worlds. I ended up keeping some of them, so I have these 3. And then I do have still like, oh man, I have a Snyder Justice League comprised of like a knockoff Wonder Woman Mafex, these 3 Mezcos, and then some McFarlane figures. So it's cobbled together, but I have a full Justice League. All right, who do you have? Who's the first one you want to talk about?
So, what used to be my favorite, and still is to an extent, unofficial. I forget who did this. EMS. I don't even think it has a name on it. It's a BSO 3001. Wherever that's what the box describes it as. But this is clearly Kingdom Come Superman. It was before the last officially licensed one came out. It was when I first started dabbling in with these, more expensive than say $50 for a figure. It was 5K. You just kind of place your order and you just wait. you wait. And this is what the first one that did that. It doesn't come with any additional head sculpts, comes with the hands. But as I said, this is the one of those ones where I would love it if it had a wired cape. But the cape is fine, but it's just like, you can't do anything with it. But for presents, I think he does the trick for me.
I mean, it's a nice looking fabric too. I mean, you've taken great pictures with him. He's more, again, it's gonna be harder to do flight stuff without the wire, but unless he's hovering.
Yeah, unless honestly, there's enough fabric here that I could just try adding a wire. I'd have to drill into the shoulder a little bit to get it to stay there. Okay. And then sew it or use glue, the fabric glue.
Yeah.
To close it off. Or the fabric strips, not the glue itself. Because I don't want it to look that weird. So I could do something with it, but more likely I won't, because I have other Supermen available now that are, that have that wired cape, and they're pretty fun. So this typically lives in a box.
Mm-hmm. By the way, for anybody, because as we're talking about these third-party big boy Supermen, so Toy Metaverse is the spot that I've been trying to refresh to see when the Chaos Superman will go back up, and he still hasn't. But in the meantime, Chaos Batman has now sold out on pre-orders, as well as that El Paz Arkham Batman.
LPZZ.
Yeah, they're out of stock pre-order wise. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. By the way, Vicious Soldier question: is anyone or anything from Big Bad? I have Necromancer Charmin figures still on hold. I have like 5 of my pre-orders will come in July. Yikes, because that's a lot to hit at once. It's rough when it hits all at the same time and you start getting those like, hey, you're about to get charged for this and this and this and this. We've all been there at one point. So best of luck. Look at your budget. Also, those dates kind of mean nothing to them, because as soon as like it could still say July, but I feel like if they don't get it in by the midpoint of the month, they're just like, yeah, we'll just update it for the following.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah. The way I kind of handle it, because I know pre-orders can be crazy, and I know this has, you know, a little bit of self-control when I do it this way. But anytime I order something, whether it's a pre-order or a HasLab or a Kickstarter, once I say yes, once the order goes through, I pretend that the money has left my account. So I'm at that point, just because I can't fathom that day where it's like all of a sudden,
Yeah,
like $600 hits my account unexpectedly. I just
Right.
know it's just an outstanding amount. It helps me keep track of how much I've spent per month, per year. That's why I've always advocated to people. Just treat it like, you know, it's not a pre-order. It's that you bought the thing.
And see, like one of the things I've learned about myself in the course of my collecting journey is like there was the time I had 20 to 30 big bad pre-orders. Like I had pages of pre-orders in their website, and I had the big month of a pile of loot. Like, oh god, what did I do? So this is why, you know, I've like this chaos Batman and Superman. If I never get them, I'm gonna survive. I will be okay. So yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at it. Your comment before, Chewy. So yeah, I guess it's just be aware of, you know, and try to, I don't know. I pre-order less now, typically. I don't know.
Do you? I don't know.
For the
I don't
most
think.
part,
I
I
don't think
mean, to some extent.
we were just
outside
talking about a HasLab that you're about to order.
True. I know.
I think you're
doing
better about
better.
getting figures
I'm
out
doing
the
better.
door.
That is also true. Since he it worked, my man.
I mean,
Look at
honestly,
that.
like whenever anyone needs a little attention, it's not that, you know, your work is not worthy of being in the top 10 or anything like that. It's just, you know, the luck of the draw, wherever hits with that audience. But if we can help in some way, there's no problem there. Especially here on the show live. I don't mind.
Right. And look at Jay Miller, see? And then I get some live feedback with saying like very cinematic photos for Cincy John. Flashpoint says, Yibbo Chewy, who's your favorite Superman actor, voice actor? It's Reeve. I love Christopher.
I think it, you know, overall, I think, and again, it's because he's had a lot of modern day screen time to do it. But Tyler Hoechlin from Superman and Lois, and then even before that in Supergirl and all the crossovers, he's had a lot of time to.
He's your favorite though?
Superman. I think it's tough. It you know, I always fall back to animated Superman.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. Like
too.
Any of the Bruce Timm and Paul Dini, like those animated characters are the best. Like because those stories were so great and so mature, and just like the Superman. Again, we were talking it last night. Like Gotham and Batman was a whole different vibe than Metropolis and Superman. And they still told compelling stories and still had heart and still had all of the things.
Yeah.
So, and he's voiced by the guy from Wings, right? That Superman,
Is
animated Superman. Yeah. Like the main actor from Wings.
I didn't realize.
And then, yeah. And Hayden Church was Sandman. Wings cast. Yeah. What's this? Tim Daly? That's his name, right?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't realize. I didn't put those two things together. I've never Wikipedia.
Tim Daly. And then he's been where the heck is I'm looking. Not movies. Tim Daly. I should just search Superman. Yeah. Yep. He's Superman. Voice actor.
Okay. Because you know that again is the amount of time I spent with that character, and it's the animated series. You know, I remember a lot of Saturday mornings or marathons, and then you get into Justice League Unlimited, and then it kept going. You know, these DVD straight to DVD movies that were also fantastic. It wasn't as impressionable because, you know, having the free time to do a marathon when you're a teenager It's easier, but yeah, I think again, I always go back to the animated. I guess I didn't really care for Cavill. I didn't really care for what was the guy? Superman Returns. What was his name? Brandon Routh. He only had one shot. I didn't think he was a bad Superman, but he only had that one go, and it wasn't very memorable.
But then, like, his comeback, getting to be Kingdom Come Superman and all, like, later, that was all neat. And they gave him the legit costume. I did watch Superman Returns recently because, again, just hyped for the new movie. And parts are cool. But, yeah, not everything was awesome.
What about comic? Do you have a favorite comic book run for Superman?
I couldn't tell you a specific thing.
I mean, obviously, people talk about All-Star Superman. And I agree. It's a fantastic trade, All-Star Superman.
Oh, yeah. All-Star Superman is fantastic. Yes. Okay.
And then I also like the run where it's very short. But stands out to me as like, this is fantastic. I wish it lasted a little bit longer, where Superman didn't have powers. And he was Clark Kent, and he was still getting into like mishaps, like he's Lois Lane, but he has no powers. And I just love that story of him like still trying to be like in the action, but he's very vulnerable.
Interesting.
It was just a short run, like 3 issues maybe.
Yeah, well, All-Star Superman is like, I get, if you want to read just a pure awesome Superman, because that when Lois is talking about him, like Superman the character, it's just like why people like us like him. She compared him to Santa Claus. Again, somebody that just wants to do good for goodness sake. But Reeve, that's why I love Reeve Superman, and this Mezco is again near and dear to me. Certain movie ones I can now kind of move past from, but I told you, Toby, Keaton, and Reeves are like, I don't know. They're just always going to be, they're going to always have my heart.
You should definitely buy that Mafex line.
Which one? Of Toby?
Toby.
Well, in case you guys didn't know about this Mezco Superman, he came with a lot of cool stuff. There's 3 different head sculpts, although he's got like a smirk head here, which is only kind of fine. And then he's got that big smiling one, and then the one you see over here. So these 2 are very similar. Although there, like I said, there is a bit of a smirk to this one. But he has that awesome kryptonite necklace. Came with the big shard of kryptonite as well. Came with a bunch of the crystals. And he came with the base. He came with that whole Fortress of Solitude light up base. So, do you have that one? You don't have that one. This one.
Oh, no, I do. It's, again, people, it's not lost in the book. It's like right here. I did this awesome trade with Simon Toast for him.
Oh, good. Okay, yeah. I thought, I was about to say, I thought you
haven't done much with him though. He's not even next to me. Going back to the chat though, yes, people in the chat, tell us who your favorite Superman actor, voice actor is. Cincy John, hey, do what you feel comfortable doing, what you have available to you, whether you have the digital skills or the tools to do so. Your Dark and Moody works as well. And Jukebox Hero, I just nominated one of yours.
Oh, good. All right. You're on it. Excellent.
Excellent. KJ Smith, Kryptonite Sorry. Good. That's right. People saying hello to KJ, Mr. KJ Smith. Grumps, did you go in for the Kryptonite Seeker? Cap Lives. No, I missed so much. No, we just started talking about Superman. You're in good company right now, right here. Ender's Shadow, what's good? Happy Pilot Day for you, sir. We already spoke in Wax to Low Poetic about Mission Impossible.
Nice.
Let's see. Flashpoint Custom. I just finished getting all the Mafex Superman Returns Solar Suit accessories out of the box. Now the fun can begin. Oh, is that so fun? So fun. Austin Toy Photography. The only Superman figure I have is the DC Collectibles Justice League, the 52 Superman.
Oh, there you go.
Great one. Grump saying, yes, sir. I have it in front of me right now, and it's great. Cincy John, that puffed out chest needs a wired cape posed in the wind for sure. Oh, Kingdom Come? Absolutely. He needs it like. I would just love it. Yeah, even like this, where he's just like slowly floating downwards. I would love that. But Reeves does have a wired cape, right?
He does, and it's still that flat wire, like I was just talking about with Cavill, but it's a stronger gauge. So that one I can pose up, and the fact that it's classically shorter, it didn't bother me that it's only, I'll bring it over here, comic or screen accurate, so where it's going to come down, but it does hold real well. So this one can really get going.
Cool. Machi Toys back around. You fool! Sure pre-ordered those when I told you. Which ones?
I know the
one?
chaos, the chaos.
The chaos.
He's been on it forever. I know.
Mm.
I know.
Mm.
Can't have everything.
I can live without it, honestly. I pre-ordered Batman because I couldn't live without him.
Oh, did you see?
I think I was more of a Batman fan than a Superman fan.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah. Or I don't have a lot of Batman now that I think about it.
I mean, I always like to say that I don't have the best like comic Batman, but I do. We're not. This is Superman. This is Superman night.
Yeah,
we're about Superman.
That's right.
So there we go. There's my classic Reeve pose there, or classic Superman in general. But you got some nice posing going on over there. You want to talk about that Hush Batman, which I do not own?
This is Hush Superman. Mafex. I actually bought this one off J-Shot years ago. No idea where the accessories are. It was before I was good about organizing things. It's probably still in the baggie. God, I feel like I put it in like a special container, and I have no idea where I put the container. But it's somewhere. But it's a fantastic Superman. Keeps getting reissued for the reason that it's a very iconic classic Superman that Mafex loves to put out. It's on the thinner side, so it's not the Dark Knight Returns. And he has this great wired cape, which you can do so much with. And then I'm having them, about to punch out Steel. And I just opened Steel, so...
Is that your first? Have you had him open before or no?
Once. I don't even think I unfurled his cape. I just pulled him up and think, this is cool.
I have that one now, so I can also get to that. But since we're speaking, Mafex, here is the big boy.
And he has a good presence to him.
Yeah. So I really dig the look. That's why I ended up buying. I mean, again, if you were here with our Batman pose off, but yeah, they go so well together, obviously. But he's great on his own. He's a really spectacular Superman. This is the best Superman wired cape of all of the capes. This particular one. I want every company to just keep doing this.
Is it
even with
what makes it different?
It's a thick, it feels thick and sturdy, but then it has the wire all around, and see, like it will hold up. There's no, like, if I want this to move, look, it will not touch. There's no calf touching there. Like it will hold.
It looks like your cape is thicker too. Like
it is. It's
like
a
steel. You can kind of see through the cape with the light.
Yeah, dude, this is so thick.
Is that double? Like it's double, like two, not just folded over at the end? Does it look like it's like two layers of material?
No, it's still just the one. But yeah, I love it. So this guy is fantastic. And then, since I don't have Hush Superman, and I did miss the last reissue, and again, he'll come back around, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
But then I saw that you can use the Mezco head or heads with some blue tack.
That's cool.
And look at that, man. Like, it works. He's obviously a big boy. This is bodybuilder Superman, but it still plays. And depending on the pose and perspective. So this is kind of like what I was looking for. All of the McFarlanes that Machu had told me to pre-order, like Silver Age Superman and I forget a couple of the other ones, but I was looking at, and of course they're all $50, $60, $70 on the aftermarket. And I have this one with the Mezco heads. Like, I have all of the Mezco heads. I have so many Mezco heads now. So I have to remind myself.
Do you have all the Mezco heads just kind of loose rattling around in your jar of marbles? Oh, I don't like that. I'm sure it's fine. That makes me nervous.
Why? That they're all in there?
Yeah, a little bit.
They're not shaking around.
Because they can rub together.
Yeah, they're fine.
Yeah, fine.
They're fine.
They're your toys, whatever. No, but I actually really dig this steel. I might actually buy Superboy now that I have all these out here right now. I know that one's still available. And I think Eradicator too, if I really wanted to build up the Superman, the 4.
Yeah, I saw the Superboy is on Amazon. It hasn't dropped yet, but at 90 or 100, I forget what it was.
You can also get it off Nerd Urbanity.
There you go. Let's use it. Let's plug the code.
Yep, Nerd Urbanity. You can use code Toy Daddies and save 10% off your order. Anything above 100 gets you free shipping. And Nerd Urbanity is a veteran-owned, veteran-supported, teacher-supported toy store, and we've been collaborating with them for very recently. And we love fandom and how it can connect us all.
Oh shoot. Wrong thing.
But let me check it, and it's sold out. Never mind. Damn, that was quick.
Ooh, we got a Superboy coming in. We got a Superboy in the backstage area.
That's right, coming in hot.
Hey,
hey, you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Sure this is the right mic. Okay. Now, I'm not gonna stay that long because I told Henrock that I'd jump on rematch with him, and he's already on.
Nice.
All night.
I do have some Superman figures that you don't have. That's why I was like, oh, maybe I'll hop on.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
I see you have the Hush. You have the other Mafex, the Dark Knight one. What else? I don't have Steel, actually. And let's see. I have the one that Grumps was talking about, the Chaos one. The one that Yimbo's been trying to get for like the last 2 weeks now.
Yep.
Is the battery dead? Did I leave the battery on?
I think you did that the other night.
Yeah. Luckily, it comes with an extra battery in the box. So I should have swapped out the head, though. I do have... So this is the original... This is the regular release that you'll find in like Target with the plastic cape, but I took out the plastic cape.
Oh,
Okay.
nice. What'd you do? Because I have that version.
I actually had the Revoltech Superman cape just lying around.
Oh.
So I used that one.
You had import level cape just hanging.
But this is like so thick though compared to like normal capes. Like it's almost like I don't know. It like the wire is super thick and flat too.
Yeah.
But the S doesn't match because it's a black S.
Oh, okay.
But it does kind of match the design a little bit. It's almost there. With the...
A lot of the merch I've been seeing for t-shirts, they've been putting out that black S or the white S on a white black t-shirt. I don't know if they
Wow.
just know that those are popular designs for Superman.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, part of me wonders if that's part of the movie. Like he'll go through a couple different
Outfit changes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, we don't know yet.
We don't know.
The movie comes out when? The 11th, right?
Yes. Or if
Yeah.
you got the Amazon tickets, you get to see it on the Tuesday.
Oh,
I forgot to do that.
I didn't.
Chris chose his family, so I didn't have anyone to go with.
Oh, you could have went with us then. You
Yeah, I
wanna
could have
drive
down and over.
Yeah. So this one I'm using actually. So this comes with one fisted hand, a sea grip hand, and is it the flying hands?
The two flying hands. Yeah, it comes with an extra pair of hands. And that's it.
So you can actually use. So I should have just used the regular flying hands, but these are hands from Alfred, from the Snyderverse Alfred. They actually fit on the figure. So but he comes with a bunch of hands. So that getting that Alfred is actually useful because one, he comes with the soft goods apron, which is kind of cool, and then he comes with a bunch of tools for the figure. But he also comes with a ton of hands that you could use for like Superman if you wanted to. But I also do have the deluxe one that I still have in the shipper box because I got to give Yimbo his.
Yeah.
This is my favorite McFarlane Superman, which is the Silver Age one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's the one I've been trying to track down on the internet.
You have the Golden Age one though. That's also a good one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that in terms of a Superman figure, it is awesome. It's just in that different stuff, but at least it's the wired cape. It's the all the new stuff that he's been doing with them. So yeah, I am happy in that regard.
It is kind of funny when you think about that movie Superman, the standard release versus the deluxe. The standard release is essentially everything you thought about McFarlane. The limited everything you thought McFarlane.
The Ross release is because that really comes bare bones. There's no extra hands.
There's nothing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But like that's exactly what you imagine McFarlane. It has the articulation that is undesirable, the plastic cape. But then the deluxe is everything you modern, like currently, you love about McFarlane with the face plates, the wired cape, the two extra sets of hands, and then like you get crypto. So for the extra $10, you get a lot more.
Yeah,
I think it is. So this one does have the faceplate. I think it's just actually glued on though.
Yes, it's glued. Yeah, I tried prying it off.
You can't actually take it off.
Does it? It only came with the one face.
Yeah, only comes with the one face.
Okay.
You have to get the deluxe.
The deluxe has that face too, right?
Yeah, I believe it does. Then there's also the gold label one, which is just him dirty, but he has a more serious face.
Oh, he's got to get hit with those UV rays.
Yeah.
He's supposed to put through the ringer.
That's right. Everyone feels better when they go outside for a little bit.
That is very, very true.
Yeah, but I really dig the Chaos one a lot. The suit looks really good. They did do like it's not a hard, it's like a soft plastic for the crotch piece for the underwear. But it retains that detail that the wrinkles, the bulge, But I think there's two. The problem is there's two crotch pieces in there because it comes with the Atom body.
Okay.
Right, and that already has a soft crotch piece in there. And then I think what I might do is I might take off the suit and take off the extra crotch piece in because I saw Henrock's brother took it out and it gives him more movement.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. The only problem is you got to re-sew it back.
Yeah, but you've gotten really good at that.
Yeah. But,
I think additionally, if you take it off, most of those bodies you could shave off a little bit of the plastic to improve the.
That's another thing. Too. That's another thing I want to do is just shave off some of the plastic because the lower part of the lower torso kind of hinders the upper leg from bending sometimes, depending on its position. So I might do that because I remember doing that when I made my custom Thor. that I shaved off the extra plastic. Also, I think what Henrock's brother did, he also shaved off the extra plastic on the biceps, so it gets more range on the elbow bend. Because even though this is a double jointed elbow, it really acts as like a single joint.
Yeah. Huh. I do like the cape how it's nicely pleated. Is it the pleats have wired, or is this the way it's
No, it's just the way it's like they just ironed it, right?
Okay.
And then it's a very thin wire. So
You know,
it's not as strong as
I keep looking at this Superman. I don't want it for it to be Superman. I want it to have a Bizarro face.
Oh, because it's so thick.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. I do want them to come out with another Superman because it's, you know, Muff did the Clark Kent where it's a more like in between size.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I do like the way this looks. It looks a lot like the Dark Knight, you know, Returns look to it.
Yeah.
And
the fact that he moves so well. Ugh.
He moves so well. The ankle is actually there's a lot of, you know, range in that ankle.
And now is he? I know he is bigger than you were expecting, right? Or like, where does he fall in the Legends Mezco to McFarlane? Like, is he an in between? Is he?
I wouldn't say he's McFarlane height. He's too short for McFarlane.
Okay.
Here, I'll put him next to, because that's a little too tall, right? But he's taller than a Legend.
And how big is Super? He's supposed to be bigger. Is he?
He's like
normally
6'3", 6'4".
He's bigger than Batman, right? It shouldn't be the other way around. Typically, Superman should be the bigger boy, right? Okay.
Yeah. So I guess this works with the Legend because he is a little bit taller than Cyclops right here. Just a little bit.
Yeah. I think that works. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely easier to scale than a McFarlane to a Legend. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. He definitely is. And then another Superman that I have is Yamaguchi.
Oh yeah. This
which is like one of my favorite ones because of how posable he is. But I just, you know, it's like more of like the New 52 look. But I did use a one of the McFarlane the trunks from a McFarlane Superman. Yeah. And then that's now, a Mezco head.
Mezco head. And did he come with two capes? Two Revoltech capes? Or did you have two Revoltech Superman?
I think he came. Oh no, this is an actual like cape that I bought for McFarlane that has the actual yellow S emblem on it.
That's okay.
And it is I thought it was wired. It has wires in the middle too. So like you could pose it here and then there's another wire here which you can get to bend all sorts of directions. But like I wish it was kind of wired a little bit on the bottom too, but that would have been nice.
Would you say, because this was the first time that I saw someone taking the Mezco head sculpts and applying it to a different figure? Would you say that the Mezco Superman head sculpts are the best out of what's available, or is it still negotiable?
Oh yeah,
I think so. Is that the purest like Superman toy head sculpt wise?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of the more. If you got that Mezco Superman, you can use a lot. With you can use that for a lot of figures.
Yeah, it comes with 7 heads.
Yeah,
like it's very incredible.
I use it for the Clark Kent figure.
Yeah, Muff Toys. There we
go. Be careful with the one with the Dark Knight Return Superman because I believe Kit Bash is one of the first ones to use that head sculpt on there. You might want to give him credit.
Oh, all right, yeah, all right. Credit to Kit Bash.
That was like a couple of years ago when that Superman came out. So,
okay. But yeah, I mean, you're the one that gave me the idea for using those on basically everything else. You confirmed you were the first one to get the Muff Toys, and you're like, Mezco heads work. Thumbs up. Ender's damn burn. Oh
just
man,
going through the chat right now, and yeah, fair enough, Machu. Fair enough.
I'm like, oh, they're just showing off their collection.
Well, we're going. It's posing / talking about each of these, and we're going a little in depth.
I guess it's fairly loose with the definition of the pose off.
Right. Hey, I like this pose I did over here with the heat vision.
There you go. Yeah, that's another thing. The Mezco head has the heat vision, so that's another bonus. Is that you can use the heat vision from that.
But man, that you said is that still your favorite Superman?
One of my favorite ones to pose. Yeah.
Okay.
I do like the Hush a lot. That's in a bin, so I don't feel like digging that out.
That's fair. That's fair.
I think the Hush one stays out. Like of the Superman that I do have, he's the one that hangs out closest to arm's reach.
That's the one that got me on the top spot of the TPC. Well, way back before you guys were even streaming.
The Silver Age.
Yes.
Let's see. Kaplan is saying, I'm hoping Mafex does a return of Superman classic blue soups. It'd be so much better than the Mafex.
Yes.
Or I'm assuming, or the Hush one. Is that what I'm assuming that's what he means. Flashpoint Superman Amazon release July 3rd. I think you are correct. We did talk Rivals Figs earlier. Ender said I meant Chris Reeves and not as old as Asian variant. Man Beast Boy was also saying, yeah, he bought a cape on eBay. And so let's see. Danny Dark and Bo Weaver are Superman voices that don't get mentioned much. That's true. This is why Enders was saying that. Reeve, not Reeves. That is confusing in the course of live action stuff. Here's Machu saying, I agree. It was Tom's portrayal of Clark that actually got me more into Superman lore. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Just scrolling down. Cap lives, no steel for Machu.
I do have the McFarlane steel. So when it comes to like the Reign of Superman, I decided to go the McFarlane route.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I got that. Boop, boop, boop. And let's see. So yeah, Chaos National Defender. We're looking at now. Roscon XL, and those faceplates. The 3 of the damn same. That. So did you? You said you haven't cracked open your.
No, it's still in the shipper box. Yeah,
I've seen that criticism that they're basically. Well, if you just want to peek, because people, if you're interested, because people have criticized that they are very similar. Like 2 of them, like almost no difference.
I mean, that's how I feel about WWE Ultimates. Like 2 of the head sculpts are always almost exact same.
Almost exact. I know. And Pac, that would be really awesome, man. So like we're gonna see at Comic-Con, he has an extra Silver Age in his pile of loot. So
very cool.
If you get that shipped and it's in your hand, we'll be seeing you soon, right? You're going to Comic-Con. So yeah, that would be kind of awesome. Let's see. Yeah, so Man Beast was talking about it's because of the modding all the Mezcos, wants more crunch and playability on all. Jukebox said, Macho, have you done anything for the plugins for the cape from popping out on Chaos, the Chaos Superman?
I have not, but it is very delicate, so I will say that.
Okay. It plugs into the shoulders, right? Or traps area?
Yeah, but more like the collarbone.
Can you just super glue it?
You could, but I don't want to do that because what if it like seeps out while it's drying, and then it goes to like the suit?
That would be bad. You're right. That would be bad. Flashpoint said, "I want a Dan Mora Superman figure." Chewy, can you search what that looks like? And Flashpoint also said, 6'3" or 6'4" for Superman's height. Cap lives, trunk supremacy. Yeah, so see that when Machu put the trunks on that Revel Tech, it was amazing. I love seeing that process. I remember those group chat conversations well. Let's see. Man Beast Boy, that was my first go-to scene of Head Socks work for that Mezco Superman. Jamie, who's Fire the Heat Vision at? Let's see some versus posing. That's true. I should actually. All right, I'll get some guys, Jamie Lynn. Let's see what else. Flashpoint saying, I'm just gonna say that the through True Cam release Superman is one of my favorite McFarlane's has released in a while, but yeah, the faceplates are not that impressive. Oh,
and more.
Oh, that is.
I like the look of his Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig it. That's yep.
Bigger S, darker shades. Very cool.
I just opened this, and they sent me an extra figure.
Oh, who did?
McFarlane.
All right. What'd you get? Anything fun?
What is that?
Throw a coin to the Witcher. Yeah, Geralt. Hey, that's not bad. I have a Geralt figure. Have you seen? Speaking of sidetrack, it is Cavill though. Did you guys ever watch The Witcher on Netflix?
I did.
No.
The first season.
Yeah, that show is amazing. Chewy, it's awesome. Cavill is great. Like you will continue to fall. If you have any inklings, I fell further in love with him as The Witcher. He's awesome. And theatrical. Thank you, Flashpoint. All right, I got you now. Pop photos. We'll DM later. Yeah. Oh man, still undecided on SCCC. All right. Well, either way, if you are right, you're out there. We will talk in the DMs.
No,
man.
he's not out there. I think he's in
Oh,
Pennsylvania, I think, or Washington. DC area.
okay. I don't see. It's hard enough knowing what people have in their collections, let alone where everybody is. Sorry, Pop.
I think he's an East Coast guy.
Are you East Coast? My bad. All right.
He
But
is
Pop,
East
that
Coast.
would be okay. Then, all right. Then maybe I would definitely like that Silver Age. All right. So how do they look? Are they
One of them is the same as the other. The face
right,
on the
first
figure
two?
is the same as the middle one. The one on the left, his eyebrows are a little bit like scrunched. I don't know if you
Okay.
can see it. Hold on. I'm
Subtle.
trying to get the angle. You can kind of see like the lines, but like it's getting blocked by that like the tape.
Yeah.
And then
What
I
the
think
hell?
they should have not given him the laser eyes on the semi neutral face. They should have given him like an angrier face.
Yes. Nothing with the mouth. No. I mean,
They are identical.
yeah. No changes to the mouth on any of them, right? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Wolvie, yeah, man, Beast Boy, yeah, Wolvie should scream. Damn it, I agree. We gotta have options, man. Dan Moore is a great artist. Agreed. J Shot, there's your sentinel brother. So you
What's
also
a J-Shot?
know, yeah, I guess
Hey.
yeah, it is 11 o'clock. Yeah, we've just been having fun. Let's see. His Batman is really good. Honestly, just looking at those pictures, that holy trinity of DC, all of those costumes I would want in action figure form. There we go. Oh, and Machu's here. Gang's all here. Well, you're not here, J Shot. Hop on.
He
Highly
said that
posable.
his internet at the hotel is not that great.
Okay. When you order directly, they throw an extra figure there once in a while. It's pretty cool. Oh, all right.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I order something else and they just didn't have it? And
Did they
generous,
Walmart you?
Toddy.
they
Oh,
reverse
don't-
Walmarted me.
Dude,
No,
yeah.
sometimes
Walmart-
Walmart, if they don't have the item, they'll just be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
you want the
they'll
Ninja
switch it.
Turtle? We'll give you Turtle Wax."
I
It's the
remember
same.
I drove all the way to a Walmart because like we don't have Walmarts here in New York City, so I have to go to Jersey. So I drove all the way to I forget which Walmart it was, and I'd set it for pickup, and I think we just left Chubsy's. So I was with J Shot, and we got there, and I didn't look at my phone after, but they said that they replaced the figure,
Ugh.
and it was a Bleach figure. I think it was that Batman that we were looking for. That Batman Year One Part 4.
Okay.
No, it was Gordon. It was Commissioner Gordon. That was the one. Because I remember I was like, screw this. I'm just gonna order on eBay to find this Lieutenant Gordon.
Yeah. Well, I was just raging for a second because I've now had 4 McFarlane figures canceled by Walmart in the last 3 days. So just today they canceled my Gordon and
Who do you think's worse, Walmart or Target with cancellations? Because I can't
Walmart.
decide.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Target is a close second, but Walmart is.
I only say that because I've had pre-orders actually shipped from Target.
Yeah,
It's never happened to Walmart. It's always been delayed into infinity or canceled.
and Target, I've gotten the delay where I remember having to approve. It was like the GI Joe Python Island series figs. I had to do, or maybe Outback. I think I had to approve like 10 delays, but I eventually did get those figures. Walmart just straight up, it canceled 4 toys on me, and that
Spider-Man Noir and Retro Carded Rogue back in the day were both pre-orders that sold out, and I got both of those. So at least back in the day, they would arrive.
I found this at Walmart today, which I have pre-ordered.
The jorts. Just put that on any figure.
Yeah.
And the bloody variant, is that going to be specific to like Ringside, or when is that one dropping?
I think that's Ringside. They can't sell that
be
at
an
Walmart.
exclusive. Yeah.
But there is like, I noticed on this one, there's like a smudge of blood or red on his head. I don't know if you could see it, but yeah, you can see it on the camera.
Hold on, let's see. Yeah, wait.
Like a little bit of ketchup on his head.
Yeah, it's color. Gotta get my Stone Cold voice. That's color. You know what color means? Color equals money.
Oh, your throat.
Red equals red equals green.
He sounds a lot like Batman.
It's a breathier. And that's the blood. Like, all right, I gotta stop.
Nope, you don't have a Stone Cold.
You sound like the middle head.
Yeah, a little Gilbert-esque Stone Cold impersonation. Capitalism is suggesting the Batman Superman World's Finest. Oh, that is true. Yeah, excellent call. Highland Poles saying the Todd Father always provides. Vicious Soldier says sucks Henry Cavill won't be playing Witcher anymore. I agree. We're getting a lesser Hemsworth, right? Not Chris. Liam. We're getting Liam, I think. But I'm still gonna watch. Changing Geralt now because Cavill wanted to stick to source material is really weak sauce. I think he also was trying to get this Warhammer show. Like, he's a super nerd into Warhammer, Cavill. So I think he's finally doing a live action of that. I love that. Thank you for showing up. I still have mine posed up back there. That one is a banger. That Cyborg Superman. Truly, like, it's excellent for anybody looking. Don't order it on Walmart though, because they'll cancel it. Just like Man Beast Boy was saying that Corn Sweat, his red eyes blank stared. Austin saying, "Hey Machu, how's your day? Hey, how's your day, Machu?
Not bad.
There we go.
Can't really complain. I found Austin in Walmart without them having to cancel my order,
which is nice.
Yeah.
I'm going back tomorrow. My Walmart that's 3 minutes from my house has not put out the palette of Superman McFarlane figures yet.
Yeah, they didn't do it for mine either.
So I'm like, I keep wanting to go like every day because I want to grab Robot. And I want to grab. I kind of am thinking of that comic Mr. Terrific. I saw the movie one in a GameStop, and I was like, all right, this is cool, but I didn't want to go all in on the movie figures. But the comic Mr. Terrific looks awesome as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of tempting. He's got this.
I have that still in the box. I haven't opened it, but it looks good.
Yeah. Flash was says, a few weeks back, McFarlane had a sale in which if you bought $100, they would throw in a Silver Age Superman. Oh, man.
Oh, really?
Cal the Collector's in the house. What's up, man? And never apologize. We're just so happy we're still on and you get to hang out with us for a little bit. I hope that long day. I hope we have a great restful evening, my friends. Let's see. Oh, he's doing Highlanders at Cavill. Jamie Lynn, you got to be loud, a little hoarse.
Your impersonation of Stone Cold sounds like the Highlander.
Fair. I gotta work on it. I used to do a good. I'm on the spot now. I gotta shop. Work
Jimbo,
shopping.
you just can't claim every white person as you.
I
Yeah.
know.
Sorry, you
Yeah,
gotta.
shaved head, goatee, Yimbo doesn't exist.
What? Yeah, no, I can't.
Yep, nothing. You're
Not even
No.
close. Not even close. Sad to say, the TV story was really bad compared to the books. Flashpoint, Robert Kirkman and Dan Moore are officially writing and drawing Transformers in November. That's very cool.
That's cool.
That is great. Man, Beast Boy says, I was so hyped when they said he's making Bond with Chris Nolan. AI got me good.
Oh,
But yeah. And they dropped a preview of some of the art. Ooh, if you want to check that out of this Transformers, the preview. Chewy, if you want to man that chair aspect. And a cover DNA variant, I believe, of David Nakayama. Machu and Jay Shot know him well. Friend of the Sentinels. I just
had him on our show.
Yeah. And who is my favorite variant cover? Oh, well, you got to go back then. If you missed the episode of Between Two Sentinels with their interview with David Nakayama, I highly suggest checking it out. I was privy to being like at his booth at New York Comic Con when Jay Shot was doing his managerial stuff with him and Machu's there. And again, so nice, so just awesome. And then hearing him on your stream that night, that was so great. So Flashpoint. After this, go cue it up. So let's see. Austin says, Chewy, do you want to nominate one of my posts?
Let me see. let me show off this first.
One at a time. We'll get back to it.
Like Kirkman, Dan Moore preview, and I gotta say the artwork looks beautiful. Yeah, this looks great.
That cover, that's awesome.
This is gorgeous work.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it all.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, so good. So good.
Very cool.
And Flashpoint, like, so that's been a kind of a cool thing over, like, within both of our streams with this, Between Two Sentinels, with what we do here, the Toy Daddies, you guys have done a great job interviewing people from all over our fandoms, cosplayers, like like 3D modelers, customize all the different things. But it's really cool that we've also had a chance to talk to comic book artists, and
it's really cool.
Like you guys had David Nakayama. I'm gonna throw out again David Finch. Like that was a big moment. I thought that was such a cool moment for us as doing this stuff. So yeah, we'll hit up Artist Alley again and try to get a couple more of these fellow nerds to come out of their shell. Jump on his stream with us.
And we have a news update. Now it's no longer just hearsay. It's officially debunked. Cyclops will be 155 millimeters. Officially posted on Instamachi's Instagram.
So no showing.
What?
So wait, what does that come out to?
Now it's officially debunked. It's not debunked by.
What did I say yesterday? And you were like, I don't know. Machu could be wrong.
I'm referencing their official website. If their official website that they post incorrect information is incorrect, hey, that's on them.
So they originally said it was
no one will know better than the company that is putting out that pre-order to
the company doesn't even know.
Well, they should. I mean, theoretically they should be the best source for that type of information.
All right, so what is it now? 150
155 millimeters, which is roughly 6.1 inches.
Yeah. Son of a gun. Well, now I'm back in.
Well, for $60, I mean, if Machu's right, and $60, I was in at 5.7 anyways.
All right.
If it was like Peter B and it's $127 or something crazy like that,
I don't think it'll be like a crazy price because one, it's an entry for this new line.
Yeah.
right? I can't see them doing that. I can see them doing that to like a Sentinel or like a Juggernaut, like one of those big toys.
Yeah.
But like for an entry level,
Do you think they
Yeah.
could give us the
Well, is
MVC
it's an
Sentinel?
Yeah.
if they were gonna go with a smaller scale, they definitely could have.
I could still see them do it. It would
I can
be
still see them doing it
undersized
at this
for
scale.
that.
But like if it was like if it was a smaller scale of like Gamerverse figures, they could have saved some plastic for the bigger figures. Like it wouldn't be so hard for them to make like a Sentinel at that scale, right? Maybe now it's a little bigger. I don't know. We have to see. Like it depends on the sales of Cyclops, right? And like rumors of like who's gonna be the next one,
Right.
I mean, I think we all know who it's gonna probably be. If it's Cyclops, it's probably gonna be a fellow X-Man who, I don't know.
Doesn't like him.
Yeah,
Do you think
maybe.
Wolverine?
Usually when it's Cyclops, it's Wolverine right after. Look at Mafex. They did
I would-
Cyclops, then they did Wolverine. They're doing Age of Apocalypse Cyclops, and then they're doing Age of Apocalypse Wolverine.
I kind of expected them to
Yeah.
announce that like today. Also going up for pre-order on July 1st, Wolverine. Because normally it's in twos, like Miles Morales and Gwen, Deadpool and Wolverine. It's normally in,
Is it normally in twos? I don't think that's
Harry
a
and
thing.
Voldemort. I guess the Spider-Man after the entry were one by one. I feel like Toby and Amazing Spider-Man also went up about the same time too.
Maybe.
I feel like they normally do too, but I could be wrong. Anyways, even now it says approximately 155.
Hey, it's updated, and we will eat our crow, and we will give Machu his flowers. So well done. Well done.
There's no
Machu.
crow that needs to be eaten. It's how they reported it, how they
We were just going
presented
by
the
that.
information off their website.
Ringleader Ray is telling us somebody has to eat crow. So
Yeah,
if you want,
SH
I'll eat the
Figure Arts
crow.
can eat them that damn crow. And whoever enters the information on our website for metadata should do better. Because those designs have already been finalized. It's them just entering the proper information. Anyways.
Well, someone got smoked. Diggs Fig. See? You want to read this one? I don't want to even see. I don't ever want to touch that word.
No frustration on this.
I think on that note, I have to join Henrock on rematch because he's been sitting there. Oh,
So wait, what are you playing right now?
rematch. It's a
Wait.
soccer game.
Soccer.
Oh, that's the one you. Okay,
Football.
all right.
Yeah. Whenever you guys get inclined to play Rivals again, I will be on that too.
Oh,
All right.
I've still been playing it. I
Oh, you
play
have?
like 1 or 2 rounds a night, and then just
Oh.
I usually do
Tell me about
one
it.
to clear the daily, and then I just
Okay.
sign off. Just because I like clearing the daily. I don't know, satisfying.
Before I
Well-
go, can you read Ray Paz's comments?
All of them?
Well, the last 3.
Yep. Eat the crow. You tried to say Machu was wrong. Go Machu.
I was saying it's not confirmed, debunked.
He was
I just
very
wanna say-
adamant though last night.
I want to say thank you, Kaiju Daddy, for providing that information.
Yeah.
No, it's not me who found that information. I got it. I heard it from Kaiju Daddy. So I was just sharing information.
No, and you.
Yeah,
Who is
I
this
know.
other daddy you get your I'm just kidding.
I mean, he is living in Japan.
I'm just
So
kidding.
I
I catch
took
his
word
streams
for it.
once in a while, but I didn't
Yeah.
catch that one.
All right. So it's been fun. I ran out of
It's-
Superman around my table, so I'll go.
All right, Machu.
All right, Mike.
I'll probably text you about Rivals in a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All right.
All
No
right.
problem.
see
Later.
you later, bud. Machu was right. Machu was right. And real quick, we also have thank you because we were really like, again, it hasn't been in the true posing off. We have just been kind of going through and discussing these Superman figures, which is I think is really fun because it gives a lot of insight into all of these things. Like I feel like we're doing a nice job. But Jukebox Hero, hell yeah, helping out with the pose off. So he just sent that in for me. So well done. And that's amazing. So there you go. That was from here. So thank you. I caught that. Let's see, Austin. I'll give you the update. Still two. I'm still 3 away. Still 3 away.
Also, Austin, I nominated one of your photos, so we'll see.
There you go. There you go. Flashpoint is now definitely ordering Cyclops tomorrow.
I'm still holding up on price. If it is like $60-80, yeah, definitely. If for some reason it's like 100 plus, I'll still pause just because right now we're a month away from Comic-Con. Part of me is trying to be financially responsible and be like, all right, don't order a crap ton of toys because I'm already gonna order Harry and Voldemort, because I don't have them in my collection. To our conversation last night, Cyclops would be the best one, but it's also like number 11, 12, 13 version of Cyclops in my collection.
I might wait because we have till November. I might hold off because usually they don't disappear, SHF figures. It's also the point of when they do start a new line, usually those first few, they get you hooked on a lower price point and then hit you with the bigger $100+ ones down the road. So I do think this will be a reasonably priced figure.
Could you imagine a set now for 140? Like, yikes.
Dude, I'm hoping that what if, because I'm not into their DBZ stuff, like, what if that is that, like, it's available to buy at Comic-Con?
Or, you're very close to New York City. What if it's just available at New York Comic-Con at the Bandai store? Right.
Or they have the booth, too, at New York Comic-Con.
Or at the booth, yeah. So I'm hoping, probably wait.
I think I could. Let's see. Gambit would be a cool one for sure. Let's see. Pox says they're going to switch it up and make Professor X instead of Wolverine. Let's see what else. If they're repairs it to the show, they should. I agree. And there's our boy. We miss you. Everybody misses you, Chris. The boat father. Chewie's posing seems to be lacking, though. Yeah, we are lacking in it's hard to. I didn't have the best setup. This is why now.
Who's this toy father we speak of? I don't know. A faint memory of this fellow.
He was 6th place in the top 10 today. Josh Brown said,
I think it was
8th place. Josh Brown, was it a mistake on the listing or did they pivot after online outrage?
See, I don't think it's
a typo.
It could have been a typo. I think it's a typo. Machu can correct me. But I think 5 months out from when it's supposed to land and be in customers' hands, I think those molds are done. I think those have already been made. They've already finalized the design. Everything's been approved by Marvel. Yeah, I think, it has to go on a tugboat and reach, storefronts. There's not a lot of wiggle room 5 months in, but maybe.
I think it was, they just caught, oh no, we put a Dragon Ball. We put a Vegeta.
Oh no, we had Jerry the intern enter the information. People caught it right away. The Americans who are in the empirical system started doing some quick math and they were like, wait, why is this only 5.7? And I'm like, I thought that was big. No? Jerry's like, what? Everybody being judged?
Well, according to the guys, they always had that 4T, whatever the placeholder. Yeah, there you go.
Austin says placeholders, and you're just okay. I'll admit people may have more information, but I don't think that's a good move to just put random numbers in as a placeholder. It seems like you're putting incorrect information on purpose by being like, you could asterisk it, be like, this could change. Why freaking put anything? That's my point. Maybe I'm ranting at this point.
No, that's why I think it was just a straight up typo, and we're not going to ever get confirmation that it was a typo. They'll just go with, well, it said approximately, and it's updated. We have the official word now. So I think someone just a slip of the finger. That's my call.
Like they figured it out now, 7 days later. Like, oh, we were still undecided last Monday, but this Monday, hell yeah, we figured it out. 155 is the right height.
They just ignore. I don't know, man. There's no way. You know me. I always think accountability and apology are the way to go, but some people just like to brush it under the rug. And there'll be a new toy thing that people get upset about anyway. So it's just how we are.
And for the characters, what I do really hope that they put out a Psylocke. I think that'd be really
Yeah.
unique.
That
I
would.
know Marvel just put out theirs, and Mafex has one out there as well. But was that 3, maybe 4 in the last like 6 years? That'd
Yeah.
be really interesting.
Yep. By the way, Ray Paz is complimenting Jukebox on the dope picture. And Josh, maybe they should change that. So many toys in a short span. Yeah, game over for the wallet. You're right. It's a preview. I think they just wanted to see how it's first received. And this is Jukebox Hero that sent this in. Jay Sinner said they just printed a 1 centimeter tall heel for the figure. It's the RTJ special.
It comes with the Apple box. What is 155 now? Come on.
Right. And yeah, 0 is a better placeholder. You're right.
Hey, a dash mark is a great placeholder. People know, oh, there's no information here yet. All right, I'll circle back.
Naka. Toy Father is out on international waters hosting unsanctioned monkey knife fights.
Hey, that's not just a Jukebox. That's just approximately he's hosting unsanctioned monkey fights. You don't know? Just because he listed it.
This is true.
Oh god damn.
So look, here's I have one pose that I'm excited about. This was actually up on my rooftop dio. I do want to take a picture of this eventually, but that's with the Mario flight stands there, all up in them trunks. And this is the other Superman. This is my bloodied and beat up variant that came with the Doomsday 2-pack. So this Superman actually has some like blood on the face. He's messed up. He's got cuts and tears. So this is a very cool Superman figure. I enjoy having him. Of course, it is the rubber cape, but it is all tattered and beat up. So this is before Todd embraced the soft goods wiredness, the wonderful nature of soft goods.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we got one good pose there. Ray Pass calling you out. Damn, someone hates to be wrong.
When you report on the news and the news is listed as this, I'm gonna say the news is wrong.
Ray Paz, I love Mezco soup. Dude, agreed. You know, like without getting super crazy into it, but getting this one is really neat because you have the two distinct looks. You can actually have the bootless version with just the black feet with the little silver toe. But yeah, so different looks within this Superman, which is really awesome. And then you get extra head sculpts for Mezco, like bearded Superman. All the beards. Give me all the bearded Supermen. No, Chewy, you know, I'm just doing this for you.
Oh, I thought you do it for the crowd.
But I will keep saying, guys, this Muff Toys, if you really want a great Superman, absolutely wonderful. I think you could still track them down on AliExpress for a decent price. But man, that I was messing around again this week with the last couple of weeks having them out. And I fixed his jacket. I fixed the shirt. I put the tie back on. I had to get the little tweezers and pull up the necktie. But yeah, this thing is, again, a work of art. I love this Superman so much. And the Mezco heads will work on this body as well. So freaking good. I still had to crack open my blue suit. Once I have I need a Superman shelf, dedicated shelf. I have a Batman dedicated shelf up there. I need a Superman one where I just have all the boys together.
No, I was thinking about taking down my detail, like a lot of the shelves, and doing just that. and like having like a Superman shelf or a Batman shelf. Just have these on display.
It won't be worth anything, but the figures will be the figures will be worth more. But I usually do like to write a little like, hey, keep up the good work. Diggs Figs can vouch for me. Although I wrote him a big love letter the first time we exchanged packages. But
wait, what? You write notes in it?
I like to have a handwritten touch when I send people stuff. I didn't do it for the bath parts though. It was just because they were quick and I was just trying to get those parts in people's hands. But like, yeah, if I'm sending toys to people or whatever, I write little notes on things. Giveaways and I throw some stickers in there.
I'm just gonna say it to the crowd, but I get packages from Yimbo sometimes and I get no notes.
That's true, but because we talk far more often. Flashwood says, I've been loving this Mafex black suit or solar suit Superman. I'm thinking that the head sculpts would be great in the Dark Knight Returns figure as it would look in the 90s version. Yeah, that would be awesome. Do you have that Mafex one? Yeah, the long hair with the muscles. Yep, I agree. Ray Pass, any news on Mattel DC Figs? Also hoping they scale with Legends, but yeah, nothing. Oh, Dick still has it. I wrote that beautiful man, the whole like letter. that was the nicest. Oh, Diggs is the best. That's so sweet that you have it. Oh, and I found the box. It was covered under some of the other potential giveaway figures when I went, oh, there's my Diggs again. You know what? That's what we could do. Oh, by the way, I do have one other Superman figure. I might not get to unboxing this or steal tonight, but I have this. Just because I'm starting to fade a little bit. Hold on, let me do it.
All right, just so people know that what I'm up to right now, because I'm getting called out by my posing. I'm recreating this. this photo of this classic cover of Superman.
Oh yeah, that was on the back of the animated Batman. That was like I did a unboxing. I was like, that's just so classic, iconic.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to recreate him using the Superman that I do have. Diggs a sticker. Right. You see it?
It's time to add it to the board.
Oh, to the board. That's right.
All right, here we go. And what's nice is he gave me a couple of them, so I like to spread out the loves over, so if I get multiples from people, I spread those out. But here we go. Where do you want it to go, Diggs? You want it next to Wade, Dave Wonder, Kyle? What a guy!
Not Ryan Wadiga. The more famous Kyle Wadiga.
Kyle Wadiga.
I mean, no one ever talks about his brother. He's very kind and considerate.
You want to go right next to me, Diggs? Look, I can put you right in here. Huh?
Diggs stopped watching.
All right, fair. All right, you're going right here, Diggs. Boom. Officially added. So here we go. This is I love using this backdrop for shorts and unboxing things. But here, look, all of the friends of the community that we've gotten to meet that have stickers. Look at this, right? How cool is this? I love this thing.
Is cool. Is that who is that Work More or Less that did the McDonald's one? Who did that one?
What are you talking about?
No,
that's G Balda. That's G Balda.
Oh, G Balda. Okay.
Yep. And here we go through the rest. There's some more Odious and look at that. Is that so cool? Highly articulated on there. There we go. Brick. All our friends on here. Yay. Yay, friendship.
Sorry, I'm posing. I'm distracted now.
All good. All good. Oh, Austin, don't have hopes of it. They're just to exchange. Don't yeah, no one sells. It's just to get the networking, and then again in terms of like the exchange and get to like do it in that way. Don't have the aspirations of selling stickers.
Some people
They're
do
handouts.
Sell. Some people do.
No,
sell.
and hey, we haven't. That's true. There are people that do. I'm not trying to knock it. Sorry. I see. This is what I'm just saying. Temper expectations. Josh Brad, so good. Yeah, you saw your thing on there. I saw that too. Jay Sitter sent you a message, Chewy.
Oh,
and Josh Brown, yeah, they're nothing but a loss of money. It's for the camaraderie. At least that's how we look at it. It's the camaraderie. It's the networking aspects. It's the little like token of we got to see live like our friends from the community that we talk to and interact with on IG and YouTube. And when we get these moments where we get to come together, and again, it means a lot that I have all of those that I've been able to exchange them. So what's a good comparison? Like Disney, is there like some kind of pin trade, or there's some sort of trade of some kind? Legoland, I think there's some sort of mini fig trading. I don't know. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
I mean, I'll share. I'll share what Jason or just sent me. He has, Toy Father hasn't been on the show with us for a long time, so we must have lost track of him. But there's some footage from what he's been up to, and it's exactly as Jason said about the monkeys. Unfortunately, I don't know what he's doing on these international waters per se, but this is what he's up to. Dastardly, but legal on the high seas. Certainly gray area. That's fantastic.
And by the way, real quick, shout out to Jay Sitter because I want to show him the update. So I have used this in Reels. I still haven't taken an official like camera photograph that I've posted with the rooftop. So I've just done some real stuff with it. But this is the Disneyland billboard that they sell. That's that puzzle that works perfectly. But there it is with the visit the Laserverse. So I got my Yamboni one, and I finally updated it. So you will be seeing it again. And he gave me that suggestion. So thank you again, Jay Sinner.
Nice.
Dick Spigs is in the house. There we go. But Austin, that would be great, man. And Ray Pass, he's fighting pirates. I've seen the reels. It's freaking sweet. So yeah, thank you, Jason. Again, Jay, the exchange of ideas, man. So again, greatly appreciated. So, whew.
And then there would be this last one, but he doesn't have a wired cape, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, we need a wired cape on Superman. That's for damn sure.
But look, I got a pretty deep crunch on this guy. It's not bad.
Yeah, they move. Those third parties have been moving. That was actually Toy Father Ray. He's like, dude, it needs the L. And I first tried to like draw it on. I'm like, nope, I got to go back into Canva, add a font. Let's see. How do you guys make your stickers? We use, what's the name of that website? Stickies?
Typically they use No Chewing. And
no, it's
I'll make it and then I'll order it and I'll do the Tony Stark thing. I just make everything and make everything look cool and they call the shots.
All right, but where do we order? I've ordered stickers for us too. Where
Sticky Brands.
They
are currently holding like a 25% off sale for the 4th of July, I believe. And so we typically do that. I look for the deals. I never pay full price. Never pay full price when you don't have to.
Right.
And that's what we always say. Like even for promo codes, only use it if it makes sense for you and you save a little bit of money. Don't use it otherwise, because it's your money.
Sorry, I'm just showing Ray again. Printed. Had to print it. Look at the cows.
I still have to. I have to contact High School Mike. I had ordered a billboard from him through his Etsy store. It's they're still available, but I paid for it to be custom, and I have to figure out what I want it to say.
Ooh.
I'm gonna ask him for ideas. What he's, I know it's probably just a print and then apply, but depending on, maybe he has some sort of high school mic suggestions. There, I posed.
Got the smoke. Got all the smoke. So, well, we ended up going far longer with all of you guys. So, again, as I'm fading, and I'm sure
no
Chewy
extra show
too.
tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to save it again. Again, apologies to our wonderful, truly wonderful. We're all part of the Laserverse, and there is that little upper echelon of support that you Laserverse members show us. So thank you again so much. And we are kicking ourselves, but it's not like we didn't get to spend all of this time together. So, it felt good for us. Hopefully it's good for you guys. And yeah, next week we've been doing, again, we're kind of all over the place as we prepare for Comic-Con. And we're already bouncing a lot of ideas around for like when the next season of the stream starts in September. That'll be like our soft launch for whatever new formats we're going to be doing. Tightening things up here and there. But yeah, in the meantime, we're just we're just enjoying this, everybody. So thank you guys so much. And plan on next week being a post-stream show. So if you still want to join that Laserverse, we would love to have you. And what else? Anything else?
No. Simply, if you have not done so already, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share this out, help us grow. We always appreciate that, and then we appreciate you spending any moment of your time, your night, any minute with us. And I hope you had a great time. One thing that I've been seeing, and even it's a reflection of myself too. It was like the mental health and taking breaks and being kind to yourself, kind to others. It's part of something that we advocate here with the Toy Daddies and the TPC. So if you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, maybe and not saying anyone's down about getting spotlighted on TPC or making the top 10. Not even saying that. If you're worried about likes or growth, take a moment, relax, reflect on what's important. And we always say that it's important to build up that social connection amongst each other. Ultimately, just have fun. So something I always like to remind everyone, I remind myself this all the time, to just relax. You can recharge. It's okay to not be okay, and take a moment to remedy that, whether that's hanging out with us on Monday night, unwinding, maybe pose up some toys, take some photos, maybe pay a couple, buy some new stuff, or sit down on the couch and watch some TV shows. All the good stuff.
Man. You got it. Real quick, we'll run through these final comments. Again, thank you everybody for hanging out as always. Like, truly, we say it, but we mean it from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate any time that you've taken out of your life to hang with us, to listen to us talk about toys, to talk to us about toys through the chat, and it means the world. Flashpoint says, I might have to wait or not to get the Dark Knight Returns soups. I am tempted to see how it will look. Yeah, I'm tempted too. You got to let me know. Ray Pass, thank you for being here, man. So awesome of you to always chill and again, love the comments. And Jay Sitter, Jukebox, thank you for the photo idea. Vicious Soldier, thank you for being here, man. Appreciate it. Oh, yes, Austin, it is that time. But I don't know, maybe Chewy and I could squeeze in a couple extra lives before 4th of July. I don't know. We'll see. See how it goes. And great suggestion. Fantastic Four posing. I have my selects and my legends. Chris has the Mezco set.
Yep.
That could be,
I think I also have a select and one full complete team of legends. I think I have a few extra Human Torches over the years. Yeah. So that's a good one. It's a good one. I like it. Fantastic Four. Johnny, can't for entertainment, not life lessons. I came for entertainment, not life lessons. LOL. Hey, we are the Toy Daddies, as we tell every toy official toy person when we go to these conventions and toy fairs. We always say we're the Mr. Rogers and Bob Rosses of the toy world. So, like, you do get a little bit of that. Sorry.
Be kind to Chewy and more kind to more huggable Dan Larson. Like the video. There you go. Thank you, Stan. I'll be posting my pics shortly, says Toy Rex. So again, go check out Toy Rex over on IG. Did it with Cyborg. Excellent. Thank you, Josh Brown of Josh Brown's Customs. Mask pre-ordered tomorrow from loyal subjects. More money. Shoot, more money. And Chewy, would you make my stickers for free?
Probably wouldn't.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. One more time, you know, if you like, maybe we could update the video. I really like the video of the sunset, but it's lullaby time, everybody. So have a great rest of your evening. Have an awesome rest of your week. Right? And all good?
Yeah. Good night.
Oh, wait. I forgot there was one more.
Good night, my toy collectors, photographers, and more. We had some fun tonight, but we're out of pictures to explore. We thank you for your time. It was nothing but sublime. Though it's time to go to bed, don't be filled with dread. Because next week we'll be right here. Your Toy Daddies will appear to bring you joy and laughter every night and here on after.